Sorry, I'm late. I was on the highway, and the fucking baby was running on the highway. Yeah, I know, right? Shit's crazy. So I get out the car, I start chasing the baby. In my mind, I'm like, why you running, baby? That's what I'm thinking, right? But I'm like, what do you do? Because I can't just grab the baby and throw the baby in the car. That's kidnapping. I fuck around, go to jail. I got a little butt. I'll get raped. I know they'll fucking rape me in jail.
There we go. Now y'all got me loud and clear, I hope. My apologies, y'all. I was doing some last minute stuff. I was trying to brew some tea. Give me a second. I'm fumbling. Struggle streaming. Lord have mercy. Peace. Kofa. G.R.O.W.T.H podcast. Wake your glass up. Thank you for being in here. Today is Thursday, July 20th, 2023. The time is now 7:31 in the lovely city of Atlanta, Georgia. I am your host, Kofa, Kofa, not coffee, not kufu, not kofi, or any variation thereof. Kofa rhymes with sofa. Easy to say, easy to spell. This is G.R.O.W.T.H podcast. Growth stands for gentlemen reaching our wealth through healing, where we help men find a positive fuck it. General housekeeping, you see the Cash App, you see the PayPal. I really don't like shaking my tin cup throughout the broadcast, but you see it up there on the screen. If you want to donate and help the channel to grow, that's cool. If not, cool. I just need you to stick and stay with me. Help the brother get these watch hours. Also, number one rule, likes are free. Take your shoes off when you come in my house. Hit the like button. That's simple. Hit the like button. It's free. Also, hit the subscribe button. I would appreciate a share as well on your other socials. So put it to Facebook, Instagram, something. I really want to get these conversations and discussions out there outside of social media and YouTube. So again, take your shoes off when you come in the house. The likes are free. If I got to earn your subscription, I respect that. But I also ask you to go ahead and hit it because I'm going to continue to do the work. So you might as well go ahead and hit the subscribe button when you come in. Let me go ahead and slide over here to the comments real quick. Brother Malika in the building. I appreciate you, brother. Almond Eyes in here.
You go, girl.
JC, that was my fault, bro. JC I was about to call you. I appreciate it, bro. I thought Broken Traditions had went out of sound last night. I was getting ready to call him, but then I realized it was on my end. So I apologize for that, y'all. I was running around. Like I told y'all, they was able to catch me live earlier this morning. I just kind of did an impromptu thing, just trying to, put some positive energy for the day out there. So I said no soda, no coffee. So this is tea. If y'all see me sipping, this is mullein tea or Mulan tea. I think it's mullein tea. It's supposed to be good for your lungs. So y'all know I like my cigars on a regular basis. So this is some Mulan tea. It's supposed to help with my lungs. Shout out to my homegirl. If y'all watch my my other impromptu live it's probably about a month ago when I had my homegirl on here, Morgan. When I had her on here with me, she's the one to put me on to the mullein tea. So salute to the sis if she see this.
You go, girl.
Derek Gaines, what's going on, good brother? DG, I appreciate you being in here. Give yourself a round of applause. Where did my button go? Oh, there we go. All right, I think we got all the preliminaries out the way. We done spoke to everybody. Y'all make sure y'all engage in the chat. Also, if you have a YouTube, feel free to come in, drop your link in the chat. I have no control over who follows you, who subscribes to you. If I know you, I'm going to try to push people your way. But again, this is kind of an open forum. I can't control shit on this white man internet. If he wanted to hit the button right now, he could. Matter of fact, he might tonight. Because you see the thumbnail. Got to talk about all these situations. The sisters took a heavy L during the course of this week. I'm starting to see a pattern slowly where I'm building up on the brothers on Tuesday, and I'm talking about the ladies on Thursday. So I might call this Thought Thursdays. Gotta go ahead and get myself one.
Hotter than fish grease.
So I might aptly dub this Thought Thursdays, because it looks like I'm pouring into the brothers to build us up on Tuesdays. Then I gotta give us a reason why I have to pour into us and recalibrate us on Tuesdays, especially myself, because I'm included in that, to stay away from these type of women. But you see the thumbnail, so we're going to be talking about Carlee Russell, Tierra Allen over there in Dubai, and of course Miss Eboni K. Williams. Eboni K is not going to be the star of the show. I'm going to talk about her real quick, let her get her spiel off, hit that real quick, and then we're going to put a lot of focus on the other sisters. Plus I got a couple of other little quick stories in store for you. But our women are losing their minds. We can sit up here, kiki, giggle, joke, laugh, poke fun, talk about the red pill, manosphere, what lame dude do this, who need to go get pussy where, he got to get a passport, all that type of stuff, right? So we can keep clowning men all day. When it boiled down to it, these are the women that are raising our kids. Am I too loud for y'all? Y'all let me know in the chat, please. I just felt it like I was clipping. I think I'm good right there. Maybe a little bit more. All right, there. But these are the women that are raising our next generation, right? Auntie Sean in the building. I appreciate you being in here. Auntie Sean says, goodness gracious, Auntie, all the way up in here. Nephew, what's going on, Auntie?
You go, girl.
Let me go ahead and get to a couple more of the chat. You mean 4Ls? Don't forget about the one that just got beat down in a Paris hotel. Lord have mercy, Jesus.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Bootney Lee Farnsworth. I didn't hear about that. I just missed that one, bro. So thank you. What's going on, Mo? Shout out to the G.R.O.W.T.H family. Yes, salute all of you. But yeah, these are the next generation of women that are raising our kids. Everybody thought it was a joke because, you know, I'm tired of looking online and I see a lot of people in their late 20s and early 30s, you know, getting into the podcast game and stuff like that. I don't care about it. Make your money. But what I'm hearing from them is a remix to me. But this is new stuff to a lot of people in their late 20s and 30s. So they're putting a lot of emphasis on social media, and that's not what it is. And I know it may be for their age group, and that lets me know how young they are. You know, these 10-year difference. I'm not that old of a man, but being 41, I can tell you this shit been going on since the 80s. I remember sitting in front of the television and playing with my Ninja Turtles and Transformers and stuff, and Donahue and Sally Jesse being on, and women coming on talking about how they didn't need a man anymore, and, you know, sisters are doing it for themselves, so on and so forth. So that group of women that I was raised up under raised a lot of the women that I ended up dating, right? Just like all the other men. So then that created another generation of, I don't need no man. I need a real nigga. And like I've said here before, that's exactly what a lot of y'all sisters got, was some real niggas. Then you get disappointed. Then you swear off black men altogether. You want to divest. Or you swear off dating altogether that ain't no man no good because I really want a black man, but ain't none of y'all good. So we've been labeled since we was little boys that all of us are trash, no good, just flat out throw us the fuck away. And then when this stuff comes full circle, after brothers go through that type of hell, dealing with y'all, trying to overprove that he is a good man, we run into the professional women like the Eboni K's, like you're getting ready to see. So first it started, what's going on? What's going on, Take Heed? I got through your video earlier there. I circled back. I had to replace this. What's going on?
You go, girl.
I appreciate you being in here. So brothers like myself, you know, I'm not talking about myself from a selfish standpoint, but I like to talk about myself so I don't project on anybody else. I know I'm not the only one who moves like this, but brothers like myself that have literally gone through the hell, the high water. Again, I was sharing with my cousin the other day, like she be like, you hate women so much. No, I don't. So I had to tell her a little bit of my story because truthfully, her dad, my uncle's a piece of shit. I'm just call it what it is. So we just kind of connected in our adulthood. Like I said, I'm 41. She's in her early 30s. So we're just now connecting based off of her daddy, my uncle, that ain't no good black man. Like, he's a great example of a piece of shit black man. But guess what? Done been married 8 times. Keep a hair on my heifers. That's why I went off Sunday on that Kendra G video, because dude was talking about he had 7 kids saving baby mamas, whether it's cap or not. I don't fucking know. Only him and the Lord know. I don't know. Really don't give a shit, because again, got that example in my family that I've seen produce kids like that and don't take care of them. That's why I went off, because again, when black men are holding other black men accountable, there's so many other black women that are lined up to fuck those type of men and procreate with them. You don't mind being baby mama 2 through whatever the hell. So that's why I give pushback a lot of times on the sisters. Why you talk about the black women so much? First of all, that dispels the myth of black men are out here running behind white women, because you all I have experience with. So I'm speaking from a place of experience. I know how y'all move. And again, as we're getting ready to see, a lot of this stuff isn't new. I say it all the time. Black men know black women. Black women don't know black men. Y'all know black boys. That's why when your son hit about 13, 14, 15, you think he's losing his mind. It don't take nothing but daddy, big daddy to walk in the room, hit his ass in the chest, or even he don't have to raise his voice or his hand. He just got to look at him a certain way. And he know he halfway to getting fucked up already. So he gonna tend to calm down. Black men matter, fathers matter, father figures matter. But at the same time, we're also tired of playing stepdaddy and not getting any of the results, any positive results, because laws are still the laws. So before we get into it, I hear y'all coming in the chat. I know y'all over there cooking. I'm going to pivot to y'all comments real quick. We're going to run through them real quick, and then we're going to go ahead and start the broadcast with Eboni K. But again, I will not be dwelling on sis. But I just want you to hear this foolishness. I am going to stop it off and on, but let's go. Let me see. Keep going. Y'all were, let me see. Let me pick up where we at. OGB checking in. I appreciate you. Auntie Sis, remember those Ninja Turtles? You dated me on the calendar for real. Salute Mark Cooper. No problem, sis. Take heed to the message. Y'all make sure y'all go follow sis. She be cooking, man. Like, I don't say this enough. So Mo, and I need you to get back in the groove of things too, Mo, on the go. I know you've been took a hiatus, sis. I need you to hop back on the mic, because I'm gonna come over there. I'm gonna be plugging you just as hard. But Mona D, take heed to the message. I call Bella Rings. Y'all sisters be cooking. I love my sisters. These hoes, heifers, and bitches. I'm that guy there. I'll take the hit on that. Umar we gonna have to arm wrestle, fight something. I don't know. Duel to the death, because I'm gonna say what the fuck I say. Because guess what? Like I keep telling sisters, stop giving me fucking ammo. Stop giving me ammo. You can't get on these panels night in, night out and be talking queen, and then get out here in public when these damn cameras in front of you and acting concubine. I'm gonna say that again. It's a lot of y'all talking queen and acting concubine. Leave it at that. Let's keep on going. Mo says this stuff be so specific. There's a whole world out there. You can make it whatever you want. F people who don't like you. They have zero power.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Let's keep going. Mo says, yes, it's true. Then complain about them, talking about the crazy baby daddies. OGB says 8 times. He didn't learn from the first time. No, the women didn't learn from the first time.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
My uncle, a piece of work. And real talk, man, I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of family business out there. I was like, it's crazy as hell. He's still around. And I know we got other solid, male family members, and they gone on the other side already. And my uncle is basically confined to a wheelchair. He kind of fucked up, really can't use his hands. So people will help him when it's absolutely necessary, but ain't nobody trying to fuck with him for real. Just is what it is, man, because he done did a lot of people dirty, and he done did a lot of shit. I'm not going to air all the family business out. But me and my cousin were talking about it, and she was like, you know what? I basically came to the conclusion, heaven or hell don't want him. Neither one. So that's why he confined to that wheelchair, and he just here. And until that day actually come and one of them got to make a choice, heaven or hell. Oh, I forgot to mention he a pastor too. So You know, maybe there's something to that Christianity that, you know, all sins can be forgiven and shit. So until heaven or hell decide which one want him, he probably gonna still be here, which is crazy, which is again why I be going to fuck off, because I've seen this shit. I keep telling y'all, I don't be up here just screaming in the mic for clicks and likes and shit. If y'all see Kofa on YouTube, that's the Kofa you gonna get in real life. Because I've seen this shit, I've heard about these stories, I've watched these stories go down and play out, and there's really good men laying in their grave right now, and a lot of that times it's behind stress, and it's behind the stress we put on ourselves as men, behind taking care of a family and a woman. I'm not gonna keep on harping on that. Let me get back to y'all comments. He says, preach, appreciate it, sis. Auntie says, I think what your podcast represents is the experience lived. You have to stack the deck. You have to stack the decades to get the wisdom, good and bad. It's the only way you speak on it. Accountability is required for growth.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Let me keep on going. Everybody speaking to each other, and yes, y'all chop it up with each other in the chat. I keep telling y'all, man, social media is supposed to be social. I love looking over and just seeing y'all have y'all own little sidebar conversations. I really do. I think I'm all caught up. Blood Crow in the building, man. It's been a minute.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
Yep, good people always transition young. It's the same thing I felt about Kobe, man. I was like, you know, when Kobe died, I was like, God needed a 2-guard. That's all I could come up with, man. Like, anybody that's been here for half a minute know Kobe is my GOAT, and I argue it with anybody. Did a whole damn show, got the hoodie made and all that. But let's keep on going. Auntie says you don't have air. Hold on. You don't have air it for use to get it. I think you got a typo in there. I'm lost. Retype that for me, Auntie. BT in the building. What's going on, bro?
Hotter than fish grease.
Says, what's good, Kofa and Grow fam? I'm in here ninja watching. Salute, brother. You had a great live last night. Appreciate you chopping it up with me earlier in the day. And did you get to chapter 6? I know you said you ninja watching, but text me and let me know, did you get to chapter 6? Like we were talking about. Hold on real quick. I got to make sure this video is running. So again, I don't know who has AT&T. Sometimes they be tripping hard, and it's storming over here. Well, it was earlier. So I try to make sure, I don't want that open right now. I try to make sure on my phone that the video is playing and doesn't pause, just so I can catch it if it does and restart. And I know you guys sometimes let me know when we've had technical issues before, so I appreciate that from you guys. Again, just trying to do my part. See my phone tripping right now because of that damn storm and a goddamn TNT. I'm gonna let that sit right there. But so we back at it, man. I think we all caught up on the comments. So let me slide over here. Yes. As y'all come in, take your shoes off, hit that like button for me. But let's get into Eboni K's bullshit. And I am going to pause it in between. Some of the videos I'm showing y'all tonight. I know y'all have seen it. It's been a hot topic all week. I try to let things kind of start to simmer down before I hop in. That's something else me and Broken Traditions talked about. Not just hopping on things when they're hot, having a little bit of integrity and content creation responsibility. Not just hopping on when it's hot and then having to come back and apologize later, because we easily could have came in and be like, oh, this black woman's missing. And now we seeing what that lead to. But we'll get into that in a minute. Right now, let's hear from Eboni K and let her lie real quick.
Black women are availing ourselves to all of the options that our hard work and circumstances currently afford us. And that means that single motherhood by choice is going to be an option that more and more black women consider and even exercise. So anybody...
Let me go ahead and stop that there. Go ahead and hit it, because y'all know what it is when you hear this sound if you've been in here for over 5 minutes.
But wait, it gets worse.
Let me clarify something. Didn't black men spend years saying, hey, y'all are choosing to be single mothers, and we proceeded to get cussed out saying, no, the fuck we don't. Y'all niggas just sorry. We constantly heard that. Like, hey, you're picking this guy to sleep with and you're sleeping with him raw. And like I said the other night, this is the guy that, I think I said it on Broken Tradition the other night. This is the cat This is the dude that got your cat raw. He felt its full effects, and you carried his child full term, provided a legacy for that man. But solid brothers like myself, who have wanted to get married before, fuck that shit right now, who have wanted to get married before, sitting out here got to scrimp and save and fight and hustle and do all this shit, trying to overprove again that we're good, solid black men. But now y'all are actively choosing to be single mothers and putting it out there. Remember last week I talked about that rich auntie bullshit. So we had that discussion about all these women choosing either no kids, no marriage, or some of these women are choosing to be single mamas, again, by choice, by freezing their eggs. And y'all thought Kevin Samuels was on some bullshit, but God almighty, let me go ahead and give y'all this.
But, you know, I could be all wrong. Maybe I'm just full of shit. Maybe I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Let's go ahead and get back to Eboni K.
Work and circumstances currently afford us. And that means that single motherhood by choice is going to be an option that more and more black women consider and even exercise. So anybody that's in their feelings about that can go ahead and start to process right now. Because black women that have the privilege to embark upon this expensive and oftentimes lengthy process will increasingly decide to forego marriages and partnerships that do not serve us and that are not in our best interests. And now that bypassing those insufficient relationships does not have to come at the expense of motherhood, well, frankly, it's a whole new world. A world in which black women are no longer subject to the desperation of being chose, because now we get to do the choosing. And as we choose, we do have to contend with the reality of a dismally small supply of black sperm. Because most black women on this journey, we want to create children that look like us and that look like our families, and that means we want black sperm.
No.
If Eboni K truly wanted that, she wouldn't have been with that white man during the pandemic that ended up leaving her ass because she was fucking selfish because he wanted to spend the pandemic with his children. Now, granted, they were adults. So let's clarify something. Drew Titan said this the other night on his podcast, and it's so true. When the pandemic first happened, nobody knew what the hell was going on. We literally did not know if it was the end of the world. All the, I'm going to call it fear mongering. Because, again, Kofa's a little bit of a weirdo. I like watching prepper shit. And some of y'all comments, I think I just left one up under Mona D's post a little bit earlier. I'll put the little alien and the little zombie emoji and be like, hey, either one of y'all can go ahead and show up because society right now is fucked. So I'll do that as a joke, kind of tongue in cheek, half joke, wholly serious though. So when that pandemic happened, that man chose to stay with his adult children because we didn't know what was going to happen. We didn't know what traveling looked like and what you was bringing back home. Adult children or not. And he chose his children over her. Now, she got all this bank. She a boss bitch. She could have got her ass up and went up there where they were. But she chose not to do that shit. Instead, she chose herself. Again, brothers, pay attention to stuff like this. Because granted, you can have a woman that has an engagement or something like that, and then they have this breakup. Find out what part she played in that shit. That she just cut ties simply because she didn't get her goddamn way. Because that's what it's looking like for Eboni K. And the more she talks, the more she tell on herself. I told brothers when we come over here in this space, even for the men, learn to shut the fuck up, bro. Shut the fuck up and listen. Women talk more and they talk more often. They can't help it. They are going to tell on themselves at some point, whether verbally or through some slip up of action that doesn't match what the hell she said she wanted. But let's keep on cooking.
And as we heard from Reese Brooks, it's the definition of slim pickings. And sometimes that means compromising on this aspect of your journey. Now, I am extremely fortunate that I was able to secure 2 vials of black sperm from California Cryobank when I embarked on this part of my journey last fall. But I do know that I am an outlier. So I've got 2 concrete tips for single black women who think this may be an option, either now or maybe later. Number one, please check out Reproductive Village. It's a new black-owned cryo bank, and it's...
I got to pause it real quick. Shout out to my boy, Shamar. What's going on, bro?
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
Look, y'all think Kofa bad? Come over to fucking Facebook and get my boy going. God almighty. Yeah, same thing I said. Now she wants some black sperm? Oh, that's interesting. And let me say this. I promise you I'm going to let it run. We about halfway through this little short clip. What she's saying dispels all the myths that have been put out there about black men, all the lies. So if there is a shortage on black male sperm, that lets you know black men want to be in their children's lives.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
I'm going to say that one more time. If there is a shortage on black male sperm, because people out here fucking, right? We still having kids out of wedlock. But that lets you know the majority of men are not on that type of time. The majority of women are still getting pregnant by the minority of men. Again, why I responded to Kendra G when she issued that challenge about King Pookie. So you got one man that's knocking down 7 women. Half of those women, 3 to 4 of them, know it and don't care. Because each individual woman got another dude. And sometimes that dude ain't gonna smell the pussy. That's the dude to wash the car. That's the dude to cut the grass. That's the dude she got mentoring her son. So it'd be multiple women for one single irresponsible man, right? So the fact that there's a lack of black male sperm going through these sperm banks lets you know that black men want to be involved with their children. I'm not just going to have my DNA walking around and then 18 years later just pop up. Be like, oh yeah, shit, my mama had went to this sperm bank and da-da-da-da-da. That ain't how black men operate. Every lie, every myth, every story that has been made up about us is false. Black men want to be involved in their children's lives. That's why you don't have this high number of black male donors, because the brat ended up with a white male donor. She said out of all the black males they looked through, well, the men they looked through, they found one black male out of like 200 and said he basically he fell out the ugly tree and hit every branch on the way down. So they ain't want to do that to the baby. I can't be mad at that shit. But I personally know women who have had in vitro and intentionally, before this even became a thing of low black male sperm count at these sperm banks, intentionally picked a white man's semen so they baby had curly, good hair and pretty eyes. Their words, not mine.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
So when black women are out here preaching about colorism and shit like that, a lot of them, not all, but a lot of them need to look their ass in the mirror. Let me let Eboni K keep online real quick.
Designed to help with this shortage of black sperm. It's set to open its doors in D.C. later this year, and it will also have drop-off locations in Atlanta and Houston, Texas. And number 2, be proactive. I say go ahead and start looking right now for desirable black sperm. You register with all 4 of the big cryo banks, and this includes California Cryo Bank, which I used, Seattle Sperm Bank, Fairfax Cryo Bank, and Zytex. Then you can scan the current options for black sperm. And if you see some sperm that you like, I suggest go ahead and buying at least 2 vials right now. Even if you do not intend to use them anytime soon, trust me, it's better to have them than to be without them when the time comes. And listen, if you never need them for whatever reason, what a wonderful gift to give to a friend or a sorority sister in need. And
No.
Y'all just out here alley-ooping sperm, sis. That's what the fuck we doing. We throwing no look passes. We hitting them with the magic. That's what we doing with black male sperm. Further let you know how not serious these women are about producing a legacy. Again, brothers, I keep telling y'all we are not that fucked up. A lot of times it's the man that's thinking about family. We're the ones that be thinking about family and legacy. A lot of times the sisters are thinking about themselves and at the most, motherhood. A lot of times it's themselves, motherhood, and this nigga will do. Even when y'all get married. Again, not all. There's some solid ass sisters out there. I know there are, but guess what? There's solid sisters across the globe.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
So you can't get mad when a brother gets a passport, when y'all out here no look passing black male sperm. Let's go.
So most of those banks, they allow you to resell the sperm back to the bank itself. Listen, I know that many are going to question or even indict the decision that I and many other black women are making to become single mothers by choice. But I, like the women you heard from today, go by the creed of no regrets. I have, and many black women have, too much love, too many resources, and too rich of a community not to share these gifts with children of our own. Children that will one day, no doubt, enrich and contribute to the next generation of Black America.
Stop it. Get some help.
Bro, you know what, Godfather?
Yeah. You can't make this shit up, people. You cannot make this shit up.
But wait, it gets worse.
Let me get to y'all comments. Y'all had some good ones coming in. Where am I at? Brother Malika says, Eboni K. Williams and women like her are proof why black men aren't taking them seriously for relationships and don't have the ability to keep a man and aren't qualified for marriage.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
We see it all the time, and maybe it's just me. Everybody keeps saying she's just now turning 40. I swore before God in the gates of heaven she was about 48. But, you know, I mean, sister's cute. She's like a 6 to me. But, again, you done had a rich white man. You around these celebrities rubbing shoulders and elbows or whatnot, however the saying go. You got all this money. You a boss chick and all that type of shit. And you still by yourself. Make that shit make sense. One thing about men, I said it again. I said it before. I'm going to say it again. Black man, white man, good man, Batman, bad man, Batman, Spider-Man. We all want some pussy. You cannot tell me you have not been approached by solid black men that got their stuff together. You can't. You can't be this boss chick, be this pretty, this much education, this, that, and the third. Typically, it's your mindset and your mouth. And what that shit boiled down to, again, that stereotypical black bitch attitude. The you can't tell me nothing, who gonna check me? That shit right there, the stuff that we want to protest white people movies about because they got a black character in there rolling the neck and shit like that. And then we want to give pushback against white Hollywood, but then turn around and make Tyler Perry a billionaire, excuse me, for the same caricatures. And then y'all do this shit out in public. Don't worry.
But wait, it gets worse.
We almost there. Auntie Sean says, so this is an infomercial to keep black women alone. She sounds like an AI. Her goal is to tell black women that there's no hope, and she's narcissistic with red bottoms and a purse too. Clown.
You go, girl.
I don't know what to say. Yeah, take heed. OMG. That's all you can say. Where my fleece at?
Oh my God.
Let me bring it back on me, man. Oh my God is correct. And was that, and you see Sheen, blink, sis. Sheen, blink. What's going on, Mona? I saw you sneak in. Take heed says, say it again for the ones in the back. Look, hold on. This is it right here. I hope she gets a bus driver seat. Lord. Man, y'all some fool, man. You get all of them, OGB.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man. Grease knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
Man, you a damn fool. Look, she gonna pay for that extra part of the kit where you don't have to where you can vet and see what occupation they have and how their IQ is and all that stuff. That's what they gonna do. D Scott in the building says nothing screams loser like the woman on the on the screen. Mo says let's be real when they say something cut off. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna jump down a little bit. Mo says let's be real when they say black men, they want dark skinned 6 foot fit guys, so they are disqualifying a lot.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
You go, girl.
Look, I said it here before. I have no shame. I know I'm a solid brother. I'm straight as an arrow, but I'm 5'6". Y'all see I'm light skinned. I'm a real quiet dude. I mind my goddamn business. I be out the way. I really don't like being in the mix. And I'm a nice guy. In the black community, what does that make me? That's what the assumption is. Y'all already know. That's suspect. He gay. I didn't think you was like that. Let's keep on going. Where was I at? Mark Cooper says, and it's drying up the well. I think when they waiting that amount of time, freezing their eggs and stuff. Let's see. Malika says she speaks of saving and gifting sperm like spare cans of alcohol. This is proof that most black women don't see us, men, boys, and our DNA as human beings.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
A lot of times, unfortunately, Malika, we're just commodities. We're things to have around. I ain't even got to what's old girl that called herself the Queen Maker or something like that on YouTube. I ain't even got to some of her comments, but I'm probably have to do a whole live on that bullshit she be on. Mo says, let's be real. Oh, I already said that. Big Smooth says, what I look like rubbing one out in a lab cork.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Sean says, and we wonder why Houston is hotter than fish grease with STIs. What happened to having connections to your partner that's creating a human being? What spirit are you putting in that child?
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
A lot of people don't even know. They don't care. They just, they'll pay for the extra, see what the IQ is, see how the person looks, this, that, and the third. They may pay for the extra option for the child to contact the father later on, when they turn 18 and things like that. But I don't know, man. This shit it's just odd to me. It's just odd to me that I never thought, for those of y'all old enough, and I think I have an old enough chat, not calling us old, we still got our shit together. We still look good.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
But I do believe the chat is old enough to remember that these type of conversations black people are having now were white people conversations. We weren't talking about this shit. Test tube, baby. Y'all remember that from Baby's Kids? That shit wasn't gonna happen. We weren't doing that. We were gonna ride that thing out. Even if the people didn't get married, that auntie and that uncle that's been together 25 years and they ass ain't never get married till the kids went off to damn college. Now all of a sudden they ass done got married when they get the empty house. They've been together 25 years, been married for 2. Make that shit make sense. But that's our people. But here we are talking about single motherhood by choice after black men were told that we were liars, we were making up shit. Who hurt you? You hate your mama. You hate women. You hate black women specifically, and you're gay. The whole gamut. All the sign language. Shame, insults, guilt tripping, the need to be right. We constantly heard that was saying, sis, y'all are choosing these men. Now I'm a single mother by choice. Women remix shit when they want to. When it's to their benefit or they think it will be, they'll remix it in a heartbeat. And she said it was an expensive journey. And she said it was a long journey. So it's a lot of women that are going to take that run with it, and they finna find out the hard way. Thanks, Eboni K. Let's keep on going. D. Scott says black women are the most colorist from my experience. That's big facts. I think we talked about that a second ago. JC, this motherfucker make me itch, bro.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Look, they hate themselves, wigs and weaves, not natural hair, but want that in a child. Big facts. Who was that? Young Miami was talking about she didn't want her daughter dotting it up like she does or some shit like that. Mo on the go says Lenny from Good Times got sperm in his coat now.
You go, girl.
Oh, shot with Lenny and save a penny. D. Scott says better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. You know what quote I use that for, D. Scott? My pistol. She talking about alley-ooping, re-gifting black sperm, or did y'all peep that? Sell it back to the bank. Oh, man. Shamar says these banks need to evaluate these women who really just want kids as pets.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Told y'all my boy be getting warm, man. Sean says, doesn't she realize the brothers control that? I was an average student, but I think critically she'll have a vibrator forever. Mo says they need a mental eval portion. They really do. They should. But again, they only gonna do that with the men because the women can, again, pay a higher price and see what that man's IQ is and what his occupation is and all that shit. So he got to be stiller. She just got to come in there with a working womb. Is what it is. Mark says, and it takes many times and thousands of dollars to achieve your goal. It does. And then, you know, they're putting the eggs in there like one at a time. Like I can see if Guilty Pleasure show that I love, if y'all haven't watched it, it's canceled now, but I think they had 5 or 6 seasons. Please go watch A Million Little Things. I fucking love that show. If it's a situation where somebody has cancer and they want to be a parent and, you know, go through that process, I get it. But these women out here that been talking all this shit forever about how they don't need no man and this, that, and the third, I don't feel none for them. Do what the hell you want to. Enjoy raising your kid by yourself. Shut the fuck up on the back end telling black men we have to be stepfathers. Big Smooth says it ain't nothing new. My mother chose to be a single mother, and I ain't no spring rooster. That's goddamn. So that been a minute. Mark says I just deflected right back now. I just reflected right back now everything they say. Mo says there's no reason she should be hurting like this. Got to be narcissistic or something. More than likely it is. Again, I told you I'm a paralegal by trade. Every black female attorney that I have worked for is single or divorced right now, and the divorces did not go well on either side. The hell she took that man through, and the hell that man took her through, or they just straight up single and never been married and no kids. I wish I was making it up. Y'all keep putting y'all career before everything else, and then you want the man to put you before everything else in his life. It's crazy as hell. I say this shit all the time. Women have themselves, their family, their kids if they got them, which is understandable, their pets, their job, their education, their friend groups. So that man coming in, he already coming in 8th place. But you supposed to be number 1 in my life. Let's keep on going. Sean says, Creed of no regrets. You have them all right. Where'd I go? You have them all right. That's why you're shopping for sperm like you're at a grocery store.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Mike has bad knees in the building.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
Mike has bad knees, says shout out to Kofa. I'm about to go back and play catch up on the topic. All good, brother. We just sitting here talking about this debauchery and foolishness this week from 3 sisters. Eboni K, I just touched on that. We kind of off that. I'm just running through the comments right now. I'm getting ready to get into this Carlee Russell and this fake kidnapping story. I see y'all in here. Let me, I'm going to start skipping around on your comments, so please don't get offended. I do want to get back to the show and the videos. Ecolai Jimu says keep them sperm banks empty. Yes, sir. Protect your seed. That was another thing I was going to speak on. Thank you, Ecoyel. I think I said it right. Brothers are protecting their seed. So this idea that black men are just out here fucking anything and just making babies and leaving them everywhere, it's not true. So 2 things. We're not spreading our seed like that. We're protecting our seed, and we want to be involved with our children. So everything Eboni K just said was some bullshit, minus reading between the lines about the low count of black male sperm at these sperm banks. It's for a reason. We want to be involved in our children's lives. Please stop fucking lying on us. Indigo Flow in here. I appreciate you, brother. Let me keep on going. Mark Cooper says single mothers by no choices.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
You showed out with that one, brother. Let's go ahead and get over here to this next video, talk about this fake kidnapping. We're going to stay on this a minute, man. I got a couple of videos. This shit is just going to be mainly laughing, and then we got to get into a little bit of seriousness about it too, because, well, we'll see. Let's get into this first one, see if y'all remember this Chappelle classic, Fair Use. I snatched it from somebody else's YouTube. It's chopped up a little bit, but let me see if y'all remember this Chappelle classic.
When I knew I was in a bad neighborhood, you only see this in the worst neighborhoods. Remember, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I look out the window. There was a fucking baby standing on a corner. Look at this. And the baby didn't even look scared. He was just standing there. I mean, it made me sad. It made me sad, really. You know, because I wanted to help the baby. I was like, I don't trust you either. I'm sorry. Click. Click. The old baby on the corner trick, eh? Not gonna fall for that shit.
At 10:44 p.m.
We're going to pause it real quick. For those that don't know, Carlee Russell was in Birmingham, Alabama. Hoover is a city right outside Birmingham, Alabama. I told y'all I'm Roll Tide all day. Shout out to Montgomery, Alabama. Shout out to Ozark, Alabama, where I went to high school. Shout out to Birmingham, Alabama. Shout out to Alexander City, Alabama, where my pops is from. Little small ass town. The only celebrity we got from Alexander City is Terrell Owens. Yes, that NFL Terrell Owens is from Alexander City, Alabama. So shout out to Bama, but we got to hold this L, y'all. Sis done told a big ass lie, and we can't figure out which lie it was for, whether it was to get back at her boyfriend or for some goddamn Beyonce tickets. But let's listen to this, to one of the officials give the timeline of the stuff that she searched before she went missing. Lord, sisters, y'all got to hold this L with the state of Alabama right now. But this is what happens when you believe all women. This shit set a firestorm and her ass had to get home. But let's listen to this bullshit.
July 15th, the Hoover 911 center receives a call from Carlee's residence stating that she returned home on foot. In subsequent investigations, detectives obtained surveillance footage of Carlee walking down the sidewalk alone prior to arrival at her residence. She was conscious and speaking with paramedics when she was transported to UAB. Detectives were able to obtain a brief statement from her prior to being treated and released. During the statement, she told detectives that while traveling down the interstate, she saw a baby walking down the side of the road and called 911. She stated when she got out of her vehicle to check on the child, a man came out of the trees and mumbled that he was checking on the baby. She claimed that the man then picked her up and she screamed. She stated he then made her go over a fence. She claims he then forced her into a car, and the next thing she remembers is being in the trailer of an 18-wheeler. She stated that the male was with a female. However, she never saw the female, only hearing her voice. She also told detectives she could hear a baby crying. She told detectives the male had orange hair with a big bald spot on the back.
Y'all may not be able to hear it in his voice, but I speak Alabama white man. This motherfucker is pissed. He did a good job keeping his shit together because he is pissed. We done spent all these goddamn resources for this little black. Bruh is pissed. I'm telling y'all, he kept his even timbre, but I can hear that shit. Y'all may not be able to hear it. Trust me when I tell you, I know what the hell I'm hearing. Get to a comment real quick. Mo says, laugh my butt off. Kevin Hart had one too. Yeah, I actually played that at the top of the video. That was the first video that played, and then I got into the then went into my dialogue. But yeah, that Chappelle shit is classic. I had to get that one for this. Like, I know I'm in a bad neighborhood. But back to this video. Did y'all hear what he just said? She said she was abducted by a man with orange hair and a big bald spot. So she got caught by Bozo.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Let's keep on going. Hold on. I forgot.
Wait, it gets worse.
She said she was able to escape the 18-wheeler and fled on foot, only to be captured again and then was put in a car. She claimed she was then blindfolded but was not tied up because the captors said they did not want to leave impressions on her wrists. She said that they took her into a house and made her get undressed. She believes they took pictures of her, but she does not remember them having any physical or sexual contact. She stated the next day she woke up and was fed cheese crackers by the female. She said the woman also played with her hair, but could not remember anything else. At some point, she was put back in a vehicle she claims was able to escape while it was in the West Hoover area. She told detectives she ran through lots of woods until she came out near her residence. During this interview, detectives noted that Carlee had a small injury to her lip, and she claimed that her head was hurting. She also had a tear in her shirt. Detectives also noted.
I gotta pause this shit. Shamar.
Got it! It's hotter than fish grease!
This the biggest L for Alabama since that leprechaun sighting. If y'all remember back in the day when the internet was becoming what the internet was in YouTube, and it was hey, somebody seen a leprechaun in that tree. That was Mobile, Alabama. If y'all remember that video from way back, I'm talking about 2005, probably 2005, 2006. This was like when YouTube was fresh, was baby YouTube. A whole bunch of cat videos and shit like that. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button when y'all come in for me. It's free. I appreciate it. Take your shoes off when you come in the house. Hit that like button. But yeah, this is the biggest embarrassment, public embarrassment Alabama got to take since that leprechaun video. That shit is crazy as hell. And yeah, Mo, bro was clean. Shit, what'd you say? Chief Popo was clean? Yeah, hey, man. That's a nice ass suit. I ain't gonna cap. But let them keep on cooking. Then we're gonna get into the fun part, the TikTok, because you know the sisters had to eat.
She had $107 cash in her right sock. Out of respect for Carlee and her family, detectives did not press for additional information in this interview and made plans to speak with her in detail after giving her time to rest. Detectives continue analyzing data from Carlee's cell phone that was left behind at the scene. We enlisted the help of the United States Secret Service in conducting this analysis.
Pause it one more time again. As some of you may know, I'm waiting on military orders to go to my next duty station. I have been waiting 2 to 3 months now. Her lying ass brought out the fucking Secret Service over the weekend. Y'all tax dollars at work. Somebody that's wearing the uniform now gotta hurry up and wait. This lying ass heifer done brought out the goddamn Secret Service.
Data includes several internet searches in the days leading up to their disappearance that I think are very relevant to this case. On July 11th at 7:30 a.m., the term, "Do you have to pay for an Amber Alert?" was searched. On July 13th at 1:03 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term, "How to take money from a register without being caught," was searched. On July 13th at 2:13 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term Birmingham bus station was searched. On July 13th, 2:35 a.m., a search for a one-way bus ticket from Birmingham to Nashville was conducted with a departure date of July 13th. On July 13th at 12:10 p.m., a search for the movie Taken, a film about abduction, was conducted.
This bitch search Taken. I'm gonna let it play, man. I had to chuckle at that. That is ridiculous.
There were 2 searches related to Amber Alerts on a computer at Carlee's place of employment, including one regarding the maximum age of an Amber Alert. There were other searches on Carlee's phone that appeared to shed some light on her mindset, but out of respect for her privacy, we will not be releasing the content of those searches at this time. We've asked to interview Carlee a second time, but have not been granted that request. As you can see.
How the fuck are y'all not being granted the request? You done brought the Secret Service, FBI, the state agency, whatever. It's probably the ABI. I know we have the GBI here in Georgia, but the state agencies, the federal agencies, you talking about you ain't been they're not giving you access to her. Let me let it finish running, man. Then we're gonna get into something else. But this got a couple of more seconds. Y'all
there are many questions left to be answered, but only Carlee can provide those answers. What we can say is that we've been unable to verify most of Carlee's initial statement made to investigators, and we have no reason to believe that there is a threat to the public safety related to this particular case. Thank you very much.
In other words, she a lying bitch.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Then they said she searched the movie Taken.
Something is wrong here. Dead giveaway. Dead giveaway.
Charles, thank you very much.
Dead giveaway.
Look, Almanaz said something real right here. Her mama wanted to do those interviews. She likes the attention too.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
This heifer about to make me go through my whole goddamn soundboard. First of all, let's walk this thing down, y'all. I know we all done been playing detective. Let's walk this thing down real quick. She get out of the car, get caught by Bozo because they had orange hair with a balding spot. They hold her in an 18-wheeler. She gets out the 18-wheeler, but is immediately captured, recaptured, and then put in a car.
Wow, the land of make-believe.
We just making up shit as we go along. Now she done ran her ass home butt ass naked, but she got money in her goddamn sock. Do this real quick. This silly shit. These some of the goddamn memes I saw, man. Lord have mercy. Taken and your boy. Is my camera in the way? Yep, I'm in the way. Where it says, I too saw that toddler on the highway with Carlee.
Yeah. You can't make this shit up, people. You cannot make this shit up.
Listen, sisters got to hold this L. Between this, let me close out of some of this shit. Between this single mother by choice shit, then straight up blatant lies, like it's not looking good for y'all, sis. Y'all can give pushback against black men all day. Y'all can say how fucked up we are, this, that, and the third. The numbers are saying otherwise. But y'all know y'all are being recorded and blatantly do stuff. Like, that's the thing. Nothing bothers me more than somebody that wants to argue with me and knows I'm giving them good advice, and you just want to argue for the sake of arguing, right? And then come back later on and be like, you was right. I have a pet peeve about that shit. Y'all want to see Kofa get mad for real? That's when I blow the fuck up. Because I'm not telling you shit just by happenstance, just for no goddamn reason. So when women blatantly lie like this, I have a problem with it. Because guess what? The world gets behind them. But let something happen to a black man. Let something happen to a little black boy. Nobody gives a fuck, including other black men. That's why I be going off like I do. Let me get to y'all comments real quick. I'm get to a couple. Big Smooth says a redhead trucker, that'll narrow down the search. Big fact. Not Onyx. Indigo Flow, you haven't been in here in a minute, bro. Look, when y'all hear this,
Wait, it gets worse.
I don't think Jay Will in here tonight, but he already know when I play that, it's going somewhere. It's for a reason. So understand. Mona says likes are looking good. Thank y'all. Yes. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for rocking with me. For those that don't know, that might be tuning in for the first time, I'm your host, Kofa, Kofa, not coffee, not kufu, not Kofi, or any variation thereof. This is Growth Talk Podcast. Growth stands for gentlemen reaching our wealth through healing, where we help men find a positive fuck it. So as you come in, take your shoes off when you come in the house, hit the like button. That's the only rule I got right now. Other than, be respectful and shit. We gonna talk shit, but be respectful at the same time. Auntie, let me bring your comment back up. Auntie says, and I can tell he's pissed. My mama from Arkansas, and I know that tone of Southerners dialect. He was pissed all the way off.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
You go, girl.
Big facts. He was pissed. He was probably reading that shit and thinking to himself, God damn it, we had all these resources. He got re-pissed. That shit Trump world-class line. Almanize. I'm gonna go ahead and read your comment, Almanize, even though you dropped that bullshit ass War Eagle in my chat, but it's okay, sis. I'm gonna let you slide. Almanize says it was the claims that did it for me. He said that about 10 times.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Yeah, I think he said her. Yazid says her hair, that wig, because I know they were on that wig hard for a good minute. Indigo Flow says, I can't tell you how many times I've used the meme of dude with the gold teeth. Shout out to Alabama.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Mona says cheese crackers sent me. Her ass bought some cheese crackers, left them, then got fed cheese crackers. Huh?
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
What's going on, Quiet Storm? Appreciate you being in here, good brother.
Man down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
They need to do some type of restitution. She got to do some type of time, some type of fine. And again, that's the biggest thing, man. After all these damn lies, after all this money was raised through Crime Stoppers. If y'all don't know that, I think they raised like $65,000 or something through Crime Stoppers. Now, Crime Stoppers was initially talking about giving the people their money back, came back the next day and was like, nah, we just gonna hold on to that shit. So restitution, some jail time, public service. She gonna have to do something, man. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. And this goes to what so many black men in the red pill manosphere, male-centric content space are talking about all the time. Nobody holds these women accountable. They just do crazy ass shit and nobody holds them fucking accountable. And then you got men on the other side of the spectrum that want to save the fucking community, and old men need to step their game up. Why the fuck is it when we talk about black men, I'm gonna go on a mini rant. When we talk about black men, there's always something negative attached to it. Why the fuck don't we give anybody attention that actually does right? And before you say that shit as a man, hear me fucking clearly. That whole, I don't need any accolades to do what I'm supposed to do as a man, I understand that, bruh. But on the back end of that, if you're not going to take the accolades, don't accept talking shit about black men in general. That shit also pisses me off. I know y'all like, damn, Kofa, a lot of shit piss you off. It's nitpicky shit that pisses me off. Don't tell me I'm supposed to do right, and when I do right, you can't even tell me motherfucking thank you. But when I make an honest mistake, you get to kick me when I'm down. You get to keep me down. You get to spit on me when I'm down. You get to bring other people in to fuck me up when I'm down. But a brother just making a solid effort, continuous positive effort, he ain't shit because he ain't where the fuck you think he's supposed to be. That's for the sisters and the brothers out there to think like that. Fucking shame on you. Again, this is why brothers are getting fucking passports and leaving. Because everybody ain't just going to be running up in no white women when they realize, oh shit, I can get a passport and go get me a pitch black sister, just as black as this goddamn hoodie I got on, across the water, and start learning another language. Y'all going to keep fucking around. You already see the sperm count is low at these sperm banks. Keep fucking around.
As you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.
Big Smooth says, all that for a fake abduction. Big facts. He says, BBL, bitches be lying.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Sean says, does she know how much money was spent and we had women missing for real? What the hell? Oh yeah, I'm going to get into that in a second. I'm just trying to cut through y'all comments real quick. Mark says, sounds like some sisterhood help to me. One person this dumb could not think of all this. The hood.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Yeah, and I think that's the case, Mark. Somebody, again, I think one of the next videos I play might get into it, where somebody was saying she was really at her cousin's house the whole time. So, goddamn, one of the greatest moderators in YouTube history in the building. What is going on, Gail tonight? Appreciate you being in here.
Hotter than fish grease.
You go, girl.
Gail is also my Roll Tide buddy, so Gail, we gotta hold this L. We gotta hold this L. Let me see. Yeah, look, Almanai says then she was blindfolded but wrist not bound. Look, so this what this what happened, Almanai. So the person that kidnapped her had orange hair and was bald up top. So she obviously got kidnapped by a clown. So they blindfolded her, but they didn't tie up her hands because they were playing pin the tail on the donkey.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Oh my God. Big Smooth says that's how human trafficking works, but she skipped a bunch of steps. Juicy Smoothie. Quiet Storm says this is not our battle, fellas. Just grab some popcorn and watch the fuckery. Big facts. Let's see. Yeah, the sisters had a bad week worldwide. They took it global. G.R.O.W.T.H in the building. I'm here unless it's another J. Will. No, Jay Williams. I told you over here you're gonna be J-Dub. Jason William without the S is J Will. Because I think he subscribed first. So you're gonna be J-Dub over here, and the other Jason Williams is J Will. Let me see. Mark Cooper says, wake y'all ugly ass up too. Big facts, big facts. DG says this woman will be remembered by like Monica Lewinsky. Yeah, she going down in infamy. What's going on, Grown Folk Talk? Often confused with my name, Growth Talk. But appreciate you.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
I wonder if she gonna get locked up too. She got to do something. She needs to face jail time or a fine. Big facts. Mona, I appreciate you dropping that Cash App and PayPal on the screen. Thank you. Again, I really don't like to shake my tin cup like that. Y'all can read. Y'all know how YouTube work. You see the mods working in the chat. So if you want to donate, that's cool. If not, cool. I'ma still keep on cooking. By the grace of God, I got a job, so I'm gonna keep building the channel one way or the other. Let me keep on going. I think we almost caught up. Yep. Yep. Gail says Roll Tide. You know it, sis. Shamar says thank you. No black men were harmed in the making of this fuckery.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
With that, let's pivot over here and let the sisters cook. I told you I'm gonna let the sisters have it today. You know, this men-centric channel, but I'm gonna let the sisters cook on this one. So I'm gonna play the first video. This is how it started.
This is Carlee Russell, and she's from my hometown, Birmingham, Alabama. And last night, driving on the highway that I take to get home every single night, she was abducted. She saw a toddler on the side of the road. She called 911 and reported it. She hung up and called her sister-in-law. Her sister-in-law heard her get out the car and asked the child, "Are you okay?" Next thing she heard was screaming. After that, silence. The police pulled up 3 minutes later and they found Carlee's wig, her phone, her Apple Watch, and her car still running with the door open. Someone called in and reported that they saw a gray vehicle in front of Carlee.
That's already fishy. I know that we're ahead a couple of days now, but think about that. They found the wig, the watch, and the cell phone, and all that. So if somebody gonna snatch you, they're gonna snatch you. Now they may throw that stuff out on the highway as they're driving down the road. They may leave a little like breadcrumbs or a trail of stuff or whatever. But everything right there together, already starting out fishy. But you know, we were caught up in America never cares about black women, but we're gonna get into that shit. Because guess what? It's women out here missing for real. And that's some shit I don't play about. Because I've told y'all here, again, I work with kids. So I'm real sensitive to that shit. I'm real sensitive to rape and any type of forced type of slavery, sex trafficking, any type of shit like that. Because I done seen what it does to people. So, again, I don't play about this shit. I hope they put her ass in jail somewhere for this. But let's keep on going. Because this is what we got caught up in, the emotion. Oh, no, another black woman. And then CNN caught wind and told us to get mad, and we did. But let's keep on going with how it started.
Red Mercedes before the police arrived. But other than that, it's no leads on this case. This could have been anybody. Driving down the highway, if you see a toddler on the side of the road, of course you're going to be concerned. And Carlee was in the medical field, so I know her heart is super big, and she truly was probably concerned about this child on the side of the road. Like, look how beautiful she is. She doesn't deserve this. All she wanted to do was pull over and help a child in need. Look.
Mo says, I hope that was that TikTok smoke. Yes. I do not operate in the old adage of single woman telltale signs of the smoke alarm. That is on her TikTok. That's not my shit, Mo. That was a nice try. I'm gonna get your ass back.
Look, she doing something with her life. She don't fucking deserve this. If you know any information about where Carlee Russell is or any information pertaining to her disappearance, please use the information on this flyer. As women, we have to be careful out here. You can't even pull over to check on the well-being of a child without having to worry about your safety. Ladies, please be careful. Always be aware of your surroundings. Even if it's something as simple as checking on a child. You can't trust anything these days.
Let it finish right there. Nerdtron Gaming says, the thing that makes me mad is that there is someone who is actually kidnapped, missing, and she wasted resources that could have been used for them.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Bring it back on me real quick. Quiet Storm says, beep beep, a purple bonnet but can't change the smoke detector battery. Look, sis finna go off in a second. Hold on. Where's it at?
Wait, it gets worse.
Look, Jay Witt said, look, I got a blunt, but I ain't got no popcorn. All good. Smoke them if you got them, brother. Yeah, that was a smoke alarm, bro. Gail says, I was fighting for my life on Facebook with females talking about just say y'all wanted her to be found dead and take your little prayers back. I wish I could just reach out and snatch their lace.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
You go, girl!
Oh, it's one sister's really gonna eat. I'm gonna let y'all cook in the chat. I'm probably gonna let y'all run with this because let me get to these other videos. So matter of fact, Mo, we're gonna swing it back for you and for the others. This is the first video I played because you said you missed the Kevin Hart.
Sorry, I'm late. I was on the highway and the fucking baby was running on the highway. Yeah, I know, right? Shit's crazy. So I get out the car, I start chasing the baby. In my mind, I'm like, why you running, baby? That's what I'm thinking, right? But I'm like, what do you do? Because I can't just grab the baby and throw the baby in the car. That's kidnapping. I fuck around, go to jail. I got a little butt. I'll get raped. I know they'll fucking rape me in jail.
Ridiculous. That's pretty much what she did. But y'all saw that one. That was another classic one. That look. Mona says this joke aged well, for real, for real.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Look, 600 yards. And what did what'd you say? Chief Popo was like 600 yards. That's 6 football fields. When I heard that, I knew he was pissed. That's when that pissed off Alabama white man voice hopped out at me. Jay does say, bruh. Yeah, Mona, that joke aged well as hell. And I wonder if she took that shit from him and decided that was gonna be the story. That's crazy as hell. But let's get into this next video. You saw sis on TikTok with the fire alarm. That's how it started. This how she wrapped up.
This is Carlee Russell. Carlee, bitch, you was lying this whole motherfucking time. You got me on here acting like I'm Oprah Winfrey, ho. Bitch, I done peeled off every single one of my lashes, ho, because I'm so stressed out about you, bitch. I'm talking about I keep watching the highway footage. I just swear up and down a midget got you in a headlock, bitch. But that's really you going in your back seat to get the snacks from Target, bitch. Bitch, I done called my grandma about you, ho. I done told my grandma to create a prayer circle for you. I really was worried. Then you done stole from your fucking job. You done put the money in your sock. Bitch, you done rolled up to your mama's house butt ass naked, but you got some money in your sock. Some of the kidnappers gave it to me. So the kidnappers gave you a parting gift. This why they don't believe us when we be missing, bitch. It's really people out here that need fucking help and you wasting our time because you trying to make a nigga mad. You finna piss me the fuck off, Carlee. I really made a video about this shit. I don't be speaking on nothing, but I spoke on your lying ass. And you had to be from Birmingham, too.
Look, I don't know who saw that or who may be down here in the South, but as soon as I saw Shout out to Messy Mashawn. Shout out to Sis.
You go, girl.
I think Mona was reviewing her chat, her live, and she had that clip in there. And as soon as I heard old girl talk, I was like, she from Birmingham. I'm not sure which side yet, but I really want to say she's somewhere around Legion goddamn field. Maybe Hoover. But and Gail know what the hell I'm talking about. Because goddamn, sis went off. Said I got my grandmama to form a prayer circle. I really don't be making videos about that shit, but I made one about your goofy lying ass. Let me go to another TikToker. She broke it down even further.
Nurse Gang, what up? What up, Nurse Gang? What up, TikTok? So the update I never wanted to truly have to report on. So we've all been talking about the Carlee Russell case. This is her Instagram, Carlee. Over the last few days, you know, she shocked the nation, and black women all over the country felt empowered. We felt finally pleased that America was caring about black women. Every national news outlet was reporting about Carlee Russell. This is the first time this has ever happened. The hunt was on to find this black girl. But
y'all heard the trigger words, empowerment. It got to be some negative shit to be empowering. Didn't Eboni K just say that? The autonomy of choice, empowerment. In AKA, we can do what the fuck we want. How the fuck is a black woman missing empowering? But again, I just wanted to slip that in there. Pay attention to our sister's train of thought, brothers. Let's keep on going.
When she showed up at her house, it got a little greasy. Why did it get a little greasy? Because she just showed up. So then that's when the world got divided. Wait, what's going on? Something is not right here. Okay, we don't want to speak. We want our privacy. Something is going on. What is going on? Well, when you start talking about something, people start DMing you the truth. It looks like 50 people from Hoover have already got fired for leaking what's really going on with this case. And it's trickled into my DM. So you mean to tell me all this was because she was trying to get back at her ex-man? Yeah, that boyfriend that spoke out about her being kidnapped and held and tortured. Yeah, that was her ex-man. And he actually cheated on her with a stripper. And Carlee had it out with the stripper. And to get back at him, yeah, she disappeared herself. And then got afraid when it blew up. This is what Carlee said to the side chick. Itch, please. He told me everything you said about me and you thought I told him to say that. I wasn't even with him. You're delusional AF if you think your little conversation was anything more than convenience and the fact that he used you to get back at me out of anger. You want to talk about I don't compare to you on your worst day? Girl, bye. You're miserable, or at least should be, being a stripper to provide for a child I've heard you've had from multiple people. So not surprised you don't know who your baby daddy is. Mention me or contact my NIGGA again, and you'll see I'm not the one to play with. You don't want you and your whole family touched. You're poor. I'm rich. You're a stripper. I'm a nurse. You're ugly. I'm beautiful. You could never. You're the bottom of the barrel. Someone from the police department just could not watch us all suffer. So they released these details. Here's the update. She's sticking to the story that she was abducted. She says she was lured into the woods by some people who live in the woods, described as a person with orange hair, balding on top, tied her up and drove her around and put her in an 18-wheeler and fed her cheeses for 2 days, and they painted her nails. They kept her on 150 somewhere, and somehow she managed to get away and run through the woods to her neighborhood until she got into her house and then goes into the hospital. Hoover got some Ring doorbell footage from her neighborhood, and it just shows her walking casually until she gets close to her house, and then she starts sprinting and flailing arms and acting a fool. She got caught stealing from work that day, failed out of nursing school, and has been on drugs. She had her friend behind her, and that's who picked her up. She was with her friend all weekend. The police knew she was safe because she unblocked her ex while she was quote-unquote abducted. She planned to disappear and realized it wasn't going to work. What up, Nurse Gang? What up, TikTok? So the update I
Yeah. You can't make this shit up, people. You cannot make this shit up.
Stop it. Get some help.
Got him. We fucking got him.
She tried it, y'all. She really tried to get away with this shit. And I'm going to break this shit down for those around the Alabama area. You're probably going to remember this case I'm getting ready to show. This is a sad one, but this is why it's nothing to play with, and it's really, really fucked up. When I start going through it, those that do know will remember. But let me bring up my board, and I'm gonna get to y'all comments in a second. So let's do this. Okay, cool. So this is a Twitter account that I found, right? This is Harriet Eve 9. I'm gonna read some of this. Again, not insulting anybody's intelligence, but I want y'all to keep up and just kind of see where the story flows. So some black folks are feebly attempting to defend the diabolical actions of Carlee Russell by claiming racism. It was Carlee who claimed to see a white baby walking along the highway. The baby didn't exist. It was also Carlee who claimed to be kidnapped by white folks in an 18-wheeler. They didn't exist either. And it was also Carlee who planned out this horrific story to trigger the black community. Carlee's clout chasing went far beyond what a small town country girl could have imagined. Carlee's parents are complicit in her narcissistic behavior because they created the monster that she grew up to be by not enforcing consequences for her behavior. My opinion. This is Harriet's opinion. She continues, while some black folks are focusing on race, let me introduce y'all to Angela Haley-Harris. She's a white woman. She's a registered nurse. And most importantly, she's the mother of Anaya Blanchard. For those that don't know, Anaya Blanchard was a 19-year-old girl that was abducted, that went missing for a good while, and unfortunately was found deleted. So y'all see this timeline. This shit was running for a good minute. This is October 23rd. Sis broke this timeline down, so we're just gonna run it. That's the 23rd. That's her. R.I.P. to Anaya. 19 years old. I don't know what the fuck I would do if something happened to my 19-year-old daughter. It'd literally be some smoking in the city. I would have to drop a couple of bodies until I got my daughter back. We're going to keep on scrolling. This is part 2. When I say sis was on here cooking, shout out to Harriet Eve. But sis was on here cooking. This is part 2. Now we all the way into November. Let's keep on. This is how serious it is when somebody actually goes fucking missing. They caught some guy. I forgot how this played out, but I'm gonna keep on rolling. This is actually Montgomery News when it first broke.
Rosanna Smith continues our Team 12 coverage.
My heart's breaking.
This white woman right here, this is Anaya's mom. The young lady that was deleted a couple of years ago, this is her mom. So when she heard that Carlee was missing, she basically led the charge. Y'all can make all the jokes you want, say whatever the fuck you want to about racism in Alabama and shit like that. When it came down to it, this white woman is who led the charge on trying to get people together, because she actually knew what it fucking felt like to not get her daughter back. So she led the charge in this search. I'm going to let it play. It's only a minute. I forgot this was a video here, but I'm going to let it play.
For them. Yeah. But I'm going to help them. I'm going to be right here beside them.
Angela Harris is among dozens of people who have come together to find 25-year-old Carlee Russell, who went missing Thursday night in Hoover on I-459 South near mile marker 11. It's hard. It's a search Harris is familiar with.
When I was missing, that's all I could, for that whole 32 days, is that your body's in a constant find my child. Yeah, and there's nothing you can say or nothing you can do to make that go away.
In 2019, Harris's daughter, Anaya Blanchard, was kidnapped and murdered. Harris now leads Anaya's Heart, a nonprofit that teaches safety education, situational awareness, and self-defense. The group also has search and recovery teams.
We've worked all over the state of Alabama. Some things we keep private because we are working with law enforcement. But when I tell you it's every week that I'm working with people or families with missing loved ones.
Harris says right now, time is of the essence to bring Carlee home.
Share Carlee's information with everybody. Tell all your friends. Just share it. Be on the lookout and be safe.
And pause it right there, because that was that early on into the investigation, and everybody searching for her. Let me go ahead and bring it back on me. Y'all see how fucking serious that shit is? That's why it's not a joke. That's why it's not funny what she did. That's why it ain't no believe all black women. I'm not hearing that shit. I do not accept that shit. It pisses me the fuck off, because again, you just heard that woman say the organization she started in the name of her daughter, every week they're working with families and law enforcement every week because somebody's family member is coming up missing across the state of Alabama. And let me say this. A lot of people don't realize a lot of this craziness that goes on in Alabama. Think about it like this. If you get snatched in Alabama, it's a hop, skip, and a jump over here to Atlanta in the busiest airport in the world. You can literally be in another country by the end of the day. If somebody take you straight down 65 and you get to Mobile, Alabama, it's only 40 minutes away from Pensacola, Florida. It's right there on the Gulf. So if they can put your ass on a little pontoon boat or something, they can get you down to Mexico or somewhere else, or one of the islands. If they really want to get you out, they can move people in and out. We're close to the water. We're close to these other bordering states. Again, we're right here next to Georgia with the busiest airport in the world. It's not a fucking game. Let me get to y'all comments. Mike Has Bad Knees says, wait a minute. Did I freeze? What am I doing? Can y'all still hear and see me? I don't know why I can't. Okay, there we go. All right. Mike Has Bad Knees says, I'm at the point in the stream when the sheriffs called in the Secret Service, the same Secret Service that can't figure out who left cocaine in the White House.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
You're not too far behind, brother. Malika says Carlee Russell, Tierra the Terrorist Allen, and Eboni K. Williams, this week's queen of black female foolishness and fuckery.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Big Smooth says, I'm waiting for the beep to commence. Malika says, Bonnie bitch babbling. That's how I knew she was Alabama, and I know I know Gail felt that too. That's a homegirl for me, Malika. So I'm kind of used to it, but she wasn't playing about that shit. She meant every fucking word. She done called her grandmama, all that shit. Gail says, I legit cried the first night, although the story didn't make sense. Once I saw the video, it was the nail in the coffin for me. Folks arguing with me, claiming they say people. What? Oh, folks arguing with me, claiming that they saw people.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Gail says she felt empowered to steal money, tissue, and fancy roll from her job. Y'all mind your business. Big facts. Mark says they went from equality to conquer. Oh my God.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Oh yeah, brother. You gotta. Oh my God. Boy, you preaching. They went from equality to conquer. You preaching on that one. Sorry, I had to use that fleece. That shit is funny as fuck to me. Take Heed says, I also post her all over my social media as well. And let me tell you something, Take Heed and all the sisters in the chat. I usually repost that stuff. I talked about a sister named Tony Rivera. So she was basically pimped out, sex trafficked at a younger age when she was like 16. Basically said she was high ass. They came down here for Freaknik or whatever. Lied, said they were older than what they were, and before she knew it, she was caught up with a pimp, and then she started being a madam herself and recruiting and getting girls. So she goes around and talks about sex trafficking and stuff like that, and how it really works and how things get executed here in the States. So if you can look her up on YouTube, look up Tony Rivera. She's real clear about her story. She was on, that's one of the better interviews that Fox Soul did. And she was on The Breakfast Club as well. But I also post that type of stuff all the time. Take Heed. Because again, I got 2 girls. I'm always teaching them to keep their head on a swivel. I have to reteach the younger one because it's been a minute, but I know my older one know how to pull a pistol and let that thing fly if she needs to. I'm big on that. So I'm big on sisters being able to protect themselves, but I'm also big on having a true covering around, having a man around. Unfortunately, as Dr. Tia Johnson calls it, I believe he uses the term pit bullying. A lot of women will start shit arguments and then go get, a big black guy to come defend them. And then next thing you know, somebody's in the ground. And I always say the system never hesitates to get 2 niggas for the price of 1. So you have 1 dead and 1 behind the wall because some black woman wanted to catch an attitude and mouth off, which we're getting ready to get into the Tierra Allen story real quick. But we see this often all the time. Well, often. We see it a lot in the community, right? Where sisters have misused black men to fight their battles and stuff like that. I think Drew was saying it happened to him a couple of times on his show last night where a chick was like, hey, roll with me over here real quick. All right, cool. Chick I went to school with, chick I know. I look up, it's 30 niggas outside staring at the fucking car because she done hopped out and started screaming on one of them. And they like, what you bring this big ass dude for? So of course it's getting ready to be some smoke because they feel threatened. And he's by himself. So of course they're going to assume that he got a hammer on. Sisters, y'all got to stop that shit. This whole do whatever the full free fuck what I want to do. That shit is getting people killed and getting yourselves in trouble. But again, like I tell brothers all the time, if they don't give a fuck about themselves or their children, I know they don't give a damn about no man. So we can't keep throwing these capes on talking about Captain Saberho. Got something for Umar real quick in a second as well. Y'all stay tuned. We're going to keep on cooking. But yeah, take heed. I also posted it. But something in my spirit, for whatever reason, I passed her on my timeline for the first day or 2. And I did not repost. Something was like, don't do it. So I didn't do it. And I'm glad I didn't. Quiet Storm says, I know she ain't going to jail. There's no accountability in 2023.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Big Smooth says most folks ain't gonna notice he got back at her for something she did to him initially, but carry on.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Talking about Carlee Russell's boyfriend. Let's keep on going. G.R.O.W.T.H says flag on the play. You can't talk about her being a stripper and all that, but your best plan was to fake your own kidnapping and failed at it.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Malika says, where is that woman's edges? Her hairline is at the back of her neck.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Almanaz says, yeah, I saw this on Angry Man. He had all the receipts, and the next day the press conference confirmed all of it. Big facts, big facts. Shout out to Angry Man. Indigo Flow says, backwards as hell. Victim mentality is sick. Mark Cooper says, that's a 5-year-old lie. Almanaz says she was telling lies constantly. We know that. Big Smooth says, so she did him dirty at least twice.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
G.R.O.W.T.H says they painted her nails. Was this a mobile nail salon? Big facts. I was very confused by that. Like, you got somebody with hair color, they painted her nails and they blindfolded her and fed her cheeses. Like, this bitch was at a daycare.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
God almighty. Tell me again how this is black man's fault.
But wait, it gets worse.
Indigo Flow says, and she would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for those meddling kids.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man. Got it! Hotter than fish grease! Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
Man, you're a damn fool, Indigo. Yep, fair use, fair use. Take heed says facts. Big Smooth says, hold up, back to the beginning. Carlee called the cops herself on her phone too. I think she was with a friend or some shit like that. So none of this shit makes sense, bro.
Got than fish grease.
DG says, from what I understand, black women disappear more than any other demographic. That's also what I heard, and they tend to look for our sisters less, man. They always have. Like, I'm a huge, who did my mama have me watch? Nancy Grace. Shout out to Nancy Grace. So when she was doing her show on CNN about missing people and stuff like that, there would be times where she started ramping up, having more things about black missing people on there. And I think that kind of probably did her show in as well, if I'm going to be honest about it. Almanaz says that's messed up. Her lies made that woman relive that trauma.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
That's big facts. That shit pissed me off. I didn't even play the other video. I'm not even going to do that to y'all because this is another video that was on that same sister's timeline. And the mom was just sitting there in bed and she was like, you could tell she was hurt. But she's also a mother that's holding on to hope that maybe there's some piece of the truth in Kaylee's story, but you can tell she was visibly hurt, and I didn't want to play that because that shit fucked with me when I watched it a second ago, right before I went live. Gail says, wasn't there also another woman out there supporting the family who has a child still missing but took time to help in this search?
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
I think so, Gail. I think I heard some type of mention of that or just while I was scrolling, because again, something just didn't feel right in the pit of my stomach, so I never really paid attention to this until she got home safe. And then I started looking at things and was like, okay, this shit didn't make sense from jump. Mo says they still making up excuses. Auntie says, I'm cooking. Appreciate you, Auntie. I know, take heed. That mother, white, black, otherwise, I don't get that mother that had to relive that shit. That shit was not cool. Mona says, Lord have mercy. Her daughter was taken from her and she lent her own time, expertise, and resources to assist Carlee and her family. Yet they was bullshitting, sad as fuck.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Quiet Storm says, I'm baking biscuit for the project. Not with these lying heifers.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Kill Hall says, Carlee cost the state of Alabama 6 figures with all of her madness. Carlee needs jail time for real. I really want to see what they're going to do with this, bro. Because this whole black women can do whatever the hell they want. That bullshit that we started out with Eboni K, all the autonomy and things we worked so hard for and all this foolishness, that shit trickles down. I don't give a fuck how good your job is. And down here, that mentality starts to spread and permeate throughout the black community. And now we're at that space where black women feel like they can do no goddamn wrong. And we're almost caught up with the comments. We damn sure getting ready to pivot over to Dubai. Let's keep going. And look, Mark Cooper said some real shit. And it's just Thursday.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
But wait, it gets worse.
Gail says, check my phone. What I got going on. Hold up. This on. Damn, this is the people fucking with Gail and posting shit. Gail just sent me to just text me this. It says, death is the only thing that would have satisfied y'all. Also, your thoughts and prayers came with terms and conditions that those folks did not opt into. Keep them. Look, man, she lied. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? She lied. What are y'all missing? Again, and then made this other woman relive that trauma, because I remember that case. Because they found, so the young lady that was the lead, I forgot her name, Tiana, she went missing like up in the Auburn, Alabama area, somewhere up there. Her car was found all the way in Montgomery. For those that don't know the distance, it's like an hour. But that means that she was snatched somewhere or knocked out somewhere, and somebody drove her car all the way to Montgomery, and then they dumped the car in some apartment complexes. So it took a minute to track this down. So this woman has to relive this coming out to help this family, and this is a lie. And the only type of solace she may have is the fact that she's helping other families that are actually going through this. So for them people out there, like the thing that Gail just sent me talking about the terms and conditions for parents. No, this bitch lied. There's no nice way to say it. She fucking lied. Mo says, I finally reposted it 1 hour before she was found. Gotta trust your gut. Big facts. Blood Crow says, sound like Oprah or Weinstein with the human trafficking. It's so much stuff going on in Alabama, bro, and a lot of people don't know. Like, Alabama is a real great state, but people don't want to go to it because it is Alabama. But we have so much, as Take Heed, I'm gonna steal your words, sis, foolery going on. Shout out to you.
You go, girl.
We have so much foolery going on in Alabama, and a lot of people don't know because, again, it's Alabama. So don't nobody give a fuck either way. Let me keep on going. It says she a whole lie, did some nonsense. Joe Townsend in the building. What's going on, brother? Says salute Kofa. Was at the beach with my daughter.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Shout out to you. Shout out to little mama. You know you got to get that time in during the summer. Yep. she was kidnapped at a daycare. They done painted nails, played pin the tail on the donkey, had a clown for a teacher for the day, and they let her run away. They was out there playing tag. That's what they was doing, Blood Crow.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
She got away from the 18-wheeler, then got tagged. She was it, and then had to get in the car on a busy ass highway in Alabama. Trust me, Gil will also tell you. Anybody that been up that damn way will tell you that's a busy ass highway. Let me see. Where we at? DG says, like grown folk talk said, don't come over here telling me she has mental illness. I totally agree. She knew what she was doing. Big facts. That's gonna be the next thing. Well, she's acting out of character. This isn't normal for her. Almanai says more black men disappear each year than black women, over 1 million. Goddamn, I didn't know that. I know it was one dude that was here in Atlanta. This dude was like 6'2", 240. He went missing. So I don't know how the fuck, and he got picked up from the airport. Like somebody saw him getting in a car in the airport. Boom, he was gone. Vanished. I still don't think they even found his body. This was a couple years ago too. Sean says there's a young woman missing that worked for the post office here in Chicago. She's been cut off, auntie. Mark says it's alternative reality. Their truth says the sisterhood. You know it, bro.
Wow, the land of make-believe.
I didn't even want to cross the way to Alabama / Phoenix City. Phoenix City and Columbus, all right. But again, it's a lot of foolishness going on down there too. That's home. That's where I grew up, Mo. Down there in Columbus, Georgia. Spent my early adulthood after college in Phoenix City. So I'm very familiar with the area. Like, it's a lot of stuff going on. And people don't care because, again, it's Alabama. But, again, you do got to keep your head on swivel. As far as racist stuff, for real, you got to worry about your people that look like you down there because our people tend to get real ignorant down there in the country. Let me see. Blood Crow, Mo says 1.5 million total, not every year. Okay. Blood Crow says, do any of you think really that she will face any justice? I don't, bruh. I want her to, but I'm still interested in watching and seeing what does happen. Yeah, they take black men for organ harvesting. My folks always tease me because I took the organ donor thing off my driver's license. So anybody watching, take that shit off your driver's license. Because if you get in a car accident and they got a chance to save you, there's no guarantee they're actually going to put any effort in if they can get them organs. I'm just telling you what I know. That's woke conspiracy, Kofa. But I took my shit off. And also, drive safe. Let's keep on going, though, man. Let's go ahead. I did want to share that with y'all that was kind of fucked up. I want to take a break real quick and give y'all some sad humor. But again, this is another one of our sisters overseas acting a fucking fool for attention.
I'm trying to get my coochie stretched. And eat a nigga ass. We be eating niggas ass today in London. Period, baby.
So she's over in London. I forgot who said it. It might have been Mona, but this is the most fucking clothes I've seen her wear. and she's still talking nasty as hell, loud as fuck.
And I hear she's got that nasty women's disease.
Nasty bitch. Just to add some shock value in front of some white folks. Hold on real quick for me. Just to add some goddamn shock value or whatever, and just stupid. And then I'm gonna go ahead and hit y'all with it.
But wait, it gets worse.
After this is your homeboy Umar at it again. The Prince of Pan-Africanism is requesting a confidential meeting with Sister Suki next Friday or Saturday, July 28th or 29th, ahead of his Miami Gardens lecture at an undisclosed public location in South Florida to discuss her interest in collaborating on a public campaign and program to combat the sexual exploitation and abuse of black girls and women.
Something is wrong here. Dead giveaway. Dead giveaway.
Charles, thank you very much.
Dead giveaway.
Yeah. You can't make this shit up, people. You cannot make this shit up.
But my black ass, according to Dr. Umar and you brothers in the chat, it's all your fault, black man. You created this mess before you were even born, and you're the reason these Pookies and Pookishas are out here. You are the reason so many strong, independent, healthy, sea moss gold, beautiful, butter-skinned black women from Mother Earth got so many poor men to pick from. It's all our fault.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Let me get to y'all goddamn comments. Look. Indigo Flow says, confidential. I'm done. Peace. Big facts, bro.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Look.
There is powerful niggardry at work here.
Lord have it. Yes, that was Sukiana. Again, that was the most clothes you've probably seen her in, right? The same Sukiana that just let some female up on stage a week ago and lick her ass in public, and then the bitch that licked the ass of Sukiana pointed up, said, thank God. Y'all give me a moment. This is where we at. This is where the fuck we at. Quiet Storm, that was Suki. That was Sukiana. Look, Broker Tradition says Kofa going 2 hours. Yeah, bro, I'm going over 2 hours tonight. I already knew that tonight. I didn't even say the catchphrase, Broker Tradition. I didn't say that we weren't gonna be on here long. I didn't even start tonight because I already knew what it was this evening. Let's see. Oh, Mo said I had one more comment about the previous video. If she were white talking about black men, she would be sued and banished. Big facts. Let's keep on going. Mo says, are they selling melanin? Probably. I wouldn't be surprised. Take Heat says, I want to see her do some jail time, but the fake sisterhood is going to fight for the nonsense.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Indigo Flow says, I took the organ donor off I had to go back to the comments from the previous video. I took the organ donor option off my license as well. Big facts, bro. Then Malika says, wow, now we're getting into Suki. Mo says, I'm so sick of this mess. Gail says, I also took it off she took it off her license about 10 years ago as well. Quiet Storm couldn't believe that was Sukiana, bro. Blood Crow says, black women for the L. Big facts. Indigo just facepalm. Grown Fuck says she is nasty and embarrassing.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Yep, Mo, it was. Big Smooth just says, no.
No.
Infamous Eli just over there dying, laughing. Gail says, why would you want your cat scratched? It shouldn't be itching. I really think she was I think she was saying stretched.
You go, girl.
But shout out to you, Gail. Yes, I think she was saying stretched, but I'm not sure. She may have been a Freudian slip. She might have been trying to tell us something.
Nasty bitch.
G.R.O.W.T.H says Dr. Umar trying to have her speak to combat over sexualization. Make that shit make sense, bro. Y'all make that shit make sense for me, please. I'm gonna give you some time to make it make sense, because I couldn't, and I had all day working on the show. So let's keep on going. Blood Crow says black women for the L all over the world this week. Big facts. Look, Indigo Confidential. Take Heed says she a liar. Infamous Eli says sister. G.R.O.W.T.H says Umar just trying to fuck. He already knocked down that quote unquote conscious stripper, which I ain't mad at the brother. He a grown man, you know. Conscious brother need loving too. I ain't mad at him. But you will not be telling black men it's our fucking fault and what the hell we supposed to do. And when you run around with a goddamn harlot, again, sister's a talk queen at concubine. And then Umar try to sell to us, even if she's not acting like a queen, brother, she still deserves queen treatment.
No.
Let's keep going. Mark says, well, think we just found a way to stop immigration.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
You saw them white women say, oh shit, y'all got those over there? Nah, we'll stay over here. Gail says, Dr. Umar need to remember that last scandal with that stripper he got hemmed up with. Big facts. That's what I was just talking about. G.R.O.W.T.H says the one woman who over-sexualizes herself to the max is who you want for that. Mark says, fuck you, Don King Umar. He just out here selling. G.R.O.W.T.H says, fuck that ninja. I'm not responsible for none of it. Look.
Fuck you and your family, bitch!
I don't know who did what to that baby, but that drop is hilarious to me. Mo says that he get his HVAC installed yet. I don't know. Gail dropping the Cash App and the PayPal. I appreciate you, sis. Yes, y'all. Make sure y'all donate to the Cash App, to the PayPal if you would like to donate to the channel. Mark says need more financial help for that school. Oh, snap. School. Mo says I didn't know who she was until the guy kissed her at the press conference. Can't have that toxicity in my life.
You go, girl.
Miss Eli says ill. Blood Crow says men can't fix this fuckery, and he's telling the absolute truth. We can't. We've said things before. Look, we talked about, again, I'm old enough to remember in the 90s. So we talked about not cutting off your eyelashes and drawing some more. Black men didn't like that shit back then. What did black women do? They kept doing it. Not only that, they added eyelashes. We talked about the weave. We didn't like the weave back in the day, other than some nice braids or something like that. What did black women do? They added more weave. Then they added color. Then they started the different hairstyles and just made it heavier. They got these hair hats, as we call them. So it's been so much shit that black men have spoken up about, because we get accused that you guys don't say anything. And what I have to tell women, look, you a standard model. You come with a vagina. Somebody's going to holler at you. And I was bad about it. I would overlook the eyelashes even though I didn't like them. Overlook the weave even though I didn't like it, because I was really trying to get to know her as a person. Yes, on top of getting the box, but I was really trying to get to know a solid woman. I told y'all, Kofa really wanted that, the 2.3 kids, the dog, and the picket fence with the house. I really wanted that life. That shit didn't happen. I can leave that in the past. But again, I wanted that life. So it's a lot of stuff that I overlooked that I know I'm not the only one, that a lot of black men overlooked, and sister took advantage of that and just kept on running with it. This is how we got here. This is how we got to this space of the Eboni K's, and I'm gonna do whatever the hell I want. I don't need you. Fuck a black family. Y'all see Black Lives Matter started that shit talking about black men aren't necessary to the family structure. These are our women. Brothers, please get your shit together. All bullshit aside, all jokes aside, get your shit together. Get your passport, at least go overseas and entertain the option. if you're in a space where you can, go somewhere where there's some more melanated people. Brazil, other parts of South America, the islands, Asia. There's black folks over in Asia, believe it or not. They took us everywhere. On top of woke Kofa. Hold on. Where's my button? Where's my button? Where's my button?
I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black.
Go somewhere. They took us everywhere. We had already circumnavigated the globe as well. So black people, people of African descent, the original man, if you will, we've already traveled this globe. Our people are everywhere, which means our women are everywhere. Do yourself a favor, at least entertain getting out of the States. Like, seriously, I'm not bullshitting. It's not just YouTube talking points. Again, being raised an army brat, being in the military myself, then coming to this YouTube space and seeing that brothers are going places without being told to do so by the military is amazing to me. Having done so myself is amazing to me. You need to make sure that you're capable of doing the same thing. Fuck what they're talking about. You see these women are choosing to be single by themselves. You get to choose what wife you want to have. You get to choose if you want to date outside the States. You get to choose if you don't want to date or marry at all and you just want to have your fun. Do what you do, bro. But build yourself up. Start mentally and financially and physically. Get that right. Everybody's going to have a different spiritual and religious take. So I try not to touch on that. But whatever your belief in the Most High, or if you believe in the Most High, get that together as well. Get your shit together. Fuck these hoes. Plain and fucking simple. If you want to stay here and win. If you want to leave and win. I just want you to win. Again, over here in the house of Kofa, in the Growth family, I want to help men find a positive fuck it. No over drinking, no over smoking, no over drugging, no over sexing, no overeating. None of that shit. Find your balance in life, bro. You're capable and you matter. That's why I end my lives the way I do. Let me get back to y'all. Blood Crow also says black men can't fix this fuckery. Malika says this corny ass nigga Dr. Umar needs to shut the fuck up. He's worse than Messy Jesse, Al Sharpton, Roly Poly Martin, and Moist Watkins.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Durf Boy says these hyenas actually look up to her. They really do. Look, and for Umar,
think I'm gonna be the scapegoat for the whole damn machine? Shit.
That ain't gonna be the case, pimp. That ain't gonna be it. Let me see. Ikoyo says nasty ass. Yep. Quiet Storm says you'll wake up with one ball messing around with that chick Suki. Probably set your ass up too. Grown folk talk says bragging about eating a man's ass.
There's powerful niggardry at work here.
Oh, look. Infamous Eli says queen treatment. Yep. Quiet Storm.
No.
Auntie Sean says Sukiana has the template for ratchet behavior deluxe. Umar can't fix that. And this is the other thing. I looked up sis age. She's like 31 years old. This a grown ass woman. I don't want to hear this I was young shit. Because oftentimes our sisters will keep moving the goalposts. When she 35 complaining about shit, or she don't want to take accountability. Oh, I was 30. I was young. When she 40. Oh, I was 35. I was young. When she 50. Oh, I was 40. I was young. 55. Oh, I was 50. I was young. Bullshit.
A bullshit?
I'm so goddamn sick of hearing that. Gail says, since FBA ADOS be on here acting like gang members, I'm finna make a post to see which one is gonna claim Carlee.
Got him. We fucking got him.
Big facts, Gail. Big facts. Mark Cooper says genetically modified women. Gail says they love making stupid ass comments like they can't be FBA as if they're better than everybody else. I keep telling black folks in America, you do not have a monopoly on black. You don't have a monopoly on black struggle. Our shit is a little bit different than everybody else's. Yes, hell yes it is. But guess what? Once again, woke Kofa.
I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black.
I was woke before the sun got out of bed. I keep fucking telling y'all, only 3 to 6% of those slave ships came to the United States of America. The majority of them went to South America. Why did they go to South America? You're closer to the equator, right? Slavery was a fucking business. I've told y'all that before. It was a fucking business. So where are you going to go where you can constantly grow crops? The Caribbean and South America. North America, what became the United States of America, has horrible ass weather. So they're going to take the majority of their product, slaves, down to the Caribbean, down to South and Central America, because those crops can grow year round and they can make more money. So more of our people went down there. Yes, I know that a lot of us were here already. But until you do your goddamn DNA test or you really dig in your family history, because we're not that far fucking removed from it. We only about 4 or 5 generations really from people in my age group. Again, I'm 41. About 5 generations. It's not that far back. We have the access and the resources and the science and the math to do it now. You can do it if you want to get off your lazy ass. And truth told, if you don't do it, that's probably going to hurt you in the long term if we're going to be really pushing for reparations. Not going to get on that soapbox tonight. Let me keep on with y'all comments. Then we're going to get to the last few videos. Black Trucker Mafia says these 304s are out of control or are not supposed to be reprimanded. Dr. Umar has turned into a straight beta male. Makes me question whether or not he should be trusted with our young men.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Real talk. I claim... Quiet Storm says, I claim the nerd set. Negroes earning real dollars. Big facts. I respect that, bro.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Yep, them goddamn Wookie weaves. Auntie Sean says, Umar better leave that hoe alone. That's what my mama Macy Lee would say. Don't it fit her? It does.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Yep, Mark Cooper says, do you let them find their peace? Let's keep on going. I'm gonna let y'all have the chat. So let me get over here to this video about Dubai. Now, first thing, y'all saw Suki. This is just a straight up black women just doing whatever the fuck they want to do, y'all. So we've seen whole single mama by choice. We've seen a blatant ass lie that had the country on fire. We saw some nasty ass woman overseas. Now we got to get into this other sister overseas acting a fool. Before we start talking about Dubai, let's play this video of her in Puerto Rico, because this is apparently what the fuck she does. Here we go. This is Tierra Allen cutting the fucking fool with her friends down in Puerto Rico or the DR. I want to say it was Puerto Rico. Let's go.
Don't think you're gonna talk shit
I'm gonna act like that.
and run off.
I'm gonna act like that.
Cause you're a bitch. You bitch.
No.
Put some shoes on. What you gonna
Yo, that girl crazy, bro.
That's her cutting the fool with her friends. Now I went to old girl who posted it. I went to her IG. Hold on, let me get something off the screen real quick. Culture Invasion Podcast, salute to you. Appreciate you being in here. Bring you up on there. Appreciate you being in here. Salute.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
So Mexi Marie is the sister that posted this on IG, and she added the shade room because, you know, everybody was so concerned again. Believe all black women. Oh my God, I can't believe how they doing the sister overseas, but they don't know about this. So sis says, here is the rodent locked up in Dubai. This isn't the first time she's she's a violent drunk. Her mama knows exactly how her daughter behaves. Whatever they say she did it at the Shade Room. Then somebody, the men's right advocate, posted, says, "You're the MVP of my day." Let it keep on playing a little bit. I'm gonna pause it again. So people were responding to her, saying they were doing with Gail about Carlee Russell. So they were responding to her, basically hating on her. But she was responding to some of the people in the chat. I think this is another friend, Dope Mommy, but she was saying, "Nah, we was never friends." She was drunk and belligerent. Soon as we landed, she created so much drama. She was talking about people, dead family members, etc. She kicked herself. Let me slide this up a little bit. Her and a sister named, I guess somebody named Dope Mommy were going back and forth. But Maxie Marie also said, "Girl, you were not on FaceTime 24/7. Save it." She was the only one that got kicked out. I think I carried that over. Let it play. Yeah. Save it. She was the only one that got kicked out. The police came because she was breaking stuff inside of an Airbnb. After acting jealous and insecure about another female, she started tripping, waving a knife. I don't care about nothing you saying. Make a shirt, sis, or make your own post. So they were coming for her too for basically spilling the truth. Told y'all, unless it fits them, there is no sisterhood. Don't believe that shit. One brother says, "This is why that Jamaican lady says she's not renting her Airbnb to Black Americans no more." Another brother says, "You can't travel with everyone. Some people just don't have common courtesy or respect." What did we talk about here the other night? Common courtesy goes everywhere. I'm going to say it again. Common courtesy goes everywhere. And everybody smiles in the same language. Don't give a fuck what country you at. Learn the laws, learn the rules, understand how to move. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Yes, sir. No, sir. Please, thank you. Excuse me. You're welcome. Those things go a long way in whatever language. And again, everybody smiles in the same language. Let it keep on running. Another brother says, Ace Portfolio 1911 says, "Where is the woman whose husband that is? She just let her dump soda on her husband." That was Tierra Allen pouring soda on the guy in the beginning of the video, calling him all types of bitches and stuff. So then Max Marie responds. She was like, at this point, her craziness had been going on for hours. She cut the woman's foot open, throwing a Douce bottle at her. Everyone tried to de-escalate her. Her husband did not want her fighting and told her to chill. So bruh just wanted to get everybody out of there safely. So apparently Tierra Allen was the only one that had to leave. And the brother, the husband was the husband of the friend, used loosely, because you know all it takes is a birthday party and a girls trip. Now 17 years worth of friendship with women is going down the drain. That shit over. But the husband just wanted everybody to get back safely without going to jail in a whole other country. But let's keep going. Trying to see, yeah. Another brother says, "Yo, if this ain't full circle, I was just seeing this story on TikTok. Dang. Well, don't feel bad for her now." Mexi Marie says, "Yep, she has zero respect for men in any country." And then another sister says, "Sis came with the receipts." Big facts. So this is just, like I said, you can go to her Instagram herself. These were just screenshots I just chose to take because when I say it was just a long ass stream, when she posted that video and people coming in there and taking shots, and then some other people were thanking her like, "Okay, thank you for clearing it up." Hold on, let me bring it back on me. But yeah, so sis put that out there. She put the truth out there, right? Well, of course, this is how it started.
On Fox, the last 2 months are described as terrifying for a Houston woman who we're told is being detained in Dubai.
Fox 26's Domely Keith joining us live near downtown Houston with why she's being held. Domely.
Well, the crime she's charged with may surprise you, and Dubai is increasingly becoming a vacation spot for a number of Houston women. One who's there right now, according to her social media page, is trying to get back to the Bayou City, but according to her mom, her passport has been confiscated because she was charged with screaming in public.
It also could result in prison time. So it's very scary.
The trip turned terrifying for Tierra Allen when her mom says she was a passenger in a friend's rental car and they got into an accident there in Dubai. Tina Baxter says when her daughter went to the company to retrieve her ID, credit card, and other items left in the rental, Baxter says it did not go well.
She found out that she could only receive those items if she paid an undisclosed amount of money. She dealt with a very aggressive individual, a young man there who was screaming at her.
Baxter says her 29-year-old daughter ultimately yelled back at the rental car agent, she says resulting in her being charged for screaming there in Dubai.
And so she is in jail for one reason and one reason alone. She raised her voice. In that country, a female is not even allowed to raise her voice. If she raises her voice, it's punishable by jail time.
It's been very emotional. There are some days I stay up all night crying.
They have a strict law system that is really based on theocracy.
This website warns, quote, laws and customs are very different, so be aware of your actions to ensure they don't affect.
Look, when y'all traveling, man, go to these U.S. government websites, the .gov websites. Those are the real ones. They're going to tell you, they're going to list the laws and stuff like that in these different places that you get ready to travel to. Because some places, I was talking, I think it was with Broken Traditions. I don't know if he's still in here, but we were talking about, you know, different things like that. Because he spoke on this last night. Excuse me. But we were talking about that earlier at the cigar bar. And we were saying that, you know, when you go to these different countries, there's certain things you can't do. Like when I was in Santo Domingo, when I went down to DR, I asked the lady, could we walk on the street and actually smoke? We were in a cigar bar, but I asked her, could we leave out and just, you know, tour the area and smoke? Was it okay on the street? And she told us yes. I asked the same thing of the police that were right there. They said yes, it was cool. Now, I forgot where Broken Tradition said he went to. It was cool to do that, but you just couldn't smoke on the beach. That was against the law. So you got to at least ask. Again, common courtesy. The fact that you even thought to ask, most people, whatever country you're in, will be okay with telling you, yes, no, don't do that here. Do this over here. You can't do that now. You have to wait after a certain time. Different things like that. So here's a list that you can just go on. You see at the bottom, I don't know who may be watching, but at the bottom, you see at the very bottom up under the banner, it says traveling during Ramadan. They're telling you what the laws are during the holy month. So there's details out there. Don't tell me what the fuck you don't know. And then with this specific sister, she's been to Dubai before. I'm going to let it keep on playing out.
While in United Arab Emirates. Now, after Baxter says her daughter was charged with screaming in Dubai, her passport has been taken, and the American social media influencer who works as a truck driver can't leave the UAE, according to her mom. And her mom says she's been placed under a travel ban pending the outcome of the investigation.
It's very frightening. The longer she's been there, the more reality has started to kick in.
In our opinion, she did not commit a crime. Don't punish women for doing the same thing a man can do in Dubai. It's not fair and it's not right.
You can't tell somebody what the fuck to do in their own goddamn country. You can't do that shit, man.
Got it! It's hotter than fish grease.
When the fuck are we gonna get out this American mindset? Let me say something. I'm gonna let this finish out. Then I'm gonna go on a mini rant.
Now, the 29-year-old does now have an attorney there in Dubai, and her mom says she's told that she could face jail time because there is surveillance video of her screaming. Now, we have reached out to the U.S. and the UAE embassies. Will government officials step in and give her assistance? I'm still awaiting responses. Reporting live near downtown Houston, I'm Damalee Keith, Fox 26 News.
Houston got to hold another goddamn L. First, you had King Pookie on Kendra G. Then you got a goddamn syphilis outbreak going on. Now you got this sister over there making y'all look crazy as hell. This obviously she has a fucking drinking problem or attitude problem. because even another sister, and this is where the sister code gets broken. This is how you know when shit is really bad. When sisters volunteer information that nobody was really asking for, and they're just like, that's how that bitch move. That's how she is. That's how she is. Cause it's rare. You might get some sucker ass shit like that from a man hating on another man because he might be trying to one up him for the pussy or something like that. But that sisterhood code is real until somebody fucks somebody else's husband, or just straight up and down, I don't like that bitch. Something about her just don't sit right in my spirit. When sisters start talking about that shit, and yes, they can be petty, they can be catty, but stuff like that where sis had the presence of mind to get fucking receipts and like, hey, all this worrying y'all doing, this is what the fuck she do. Whatever them folks across that water said she did, her ass did that shit, because it's not the first time. So you can't keep telling, like Quanell X was just saying, well, you can't be punishing woman. You can't tell somebody else what the fuck to do in their own goddamn country. And again, I played y'all the video from the other night with Dr. Umar telling black women. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and bring that back up. Since we think shit is a game, I know y'all can still hear me. It's blank right now. Y'all give me one quick second. Let me go ahead and bring that damn video back up so we can rewatch it and watch Umar be very clear with sisters, right? So if they won't listen to Umar, who the fuck they gonna listen to? Because the damn show ain't you and me. We not popular. We not on a book tour. Give me 1 second. Because we can understand every damn thing else. Let me see if I can find that damn video. There you go. Hold on. There we go. Drop it right there. Live up to herself, Doc. Oh, I'm so glad you said that, because this is the other shit that pissed me off that I came across. Wrong and I reason. Wasn't going to play it. But now that you said that, now... Oh, let me bring it back on me. For those that missed it, grab the wrong video. There we go.
If you go to Africa, in particular.
Now, this is your boy Umar breaking this shit down. Now, all of a sudden, he can understand. Just like he said on the Daily Wrap-Up crew, man, I tell sisters all the time, man, you gotta, you know, when you go over there, it's gonna be different. The fuck? So we don't deserve the same fucking respect. But let's let Umar tell this half truth, which in Kofa's opinion, a Kofaism. If you tell a half truth, you telling a whole lie.
Looking for a husband, you're gonna find him. He's gonna be strong. He's gonna be hardworking. He's gonna be a provider. He's gonna be much more alpha than a lot of the brothers you meet in the States. He wasn't raised by a single mom. He was raised by both of his parents, right? If you think you're going to tell him where to go and how to get there, if you think you're going to be snapping your neck off at that African brother like you do us in the States, it ain't happening. In Africa, you will respect your husband. So that's the trade-off. You'll get there. You might not even have to work. You won't even have to work. But guess what? You're going to respect him as the leader of that house. And some black women in America, because of the rise of radical black feminism and the lowered respect that many of you have for black men, a lot of you would not be able to adjust to marriage with a black man from a traditional African background.
Bring it back on me. That was me the other day cooking on that little clip from Umar, but you heard it himself. Now, he understands that at the same time he's telling black men it's our fault. I keep asking people with that train of thought, that frame of mind, how in the hell are you going to tell black men to be better and tell black women they can do whatever the hell they want? How is that going to balance out? If you're free to go do whatever the hell you want to do, I can't lead you. And it's not because I'm a weak man. It's because you a hard-head ass bitch. I'm going to call it what the fuck it is. You're not a queen. You're not a sister. You a hard-head asshole. Your motherfucking ass don't like to goddamn listen. And then when that brother actually does right, you triple down on not following his leadership. But some fuck ass nigga will get your goddamn attention because he fun. Or I'm gonna take my ass over to this other country without no goddamn covering. And then when shit go left, we gotta catch the grief back home as black men because we ain't supporting the sisters. We not reposting a Carlee. We not reposting a Tierra. When one of them a straight up goddamn liar and one of them fucking violent. and do what the hell she want to do. And it's not her first go around. Again, the best predictor of future behavior is past behavior. Bitch, we know how you move. And for a lot of brothers like a Quanell X saying that well, you can't treat women like that and this, it's not your fucking country, bruh. You don't get to tell people that. You know how y'all sound as black folks. You know how we sound when we tell other people what the fuck they need to do in their own country? That's mighty white of you. The same white folks you complain about here, that you bitch, moan, and cry about here, you sound exactly like them when you go to another country. When you even speaking about another country. I've heard my own people talk so bad about the islands in South America and Africans and this, that, and the third. And it doesn't make sense to me. You sound exactly like Donald Trump talking about shithole countries. That's mighty white of you. That's how the fuck you sound trying to tell somebody else how they need to move in their fucking country. Like you just gonna go over there and do what the hell you want to do. We had a whole discussion on that. The whole rich auntie passport sis lie. Sis, you don't run shit. But unfortunately, y'all too free in America. Y'all are the freest women that have ever walked the face of the fucking planet. Ever. Ever. The American black woman today is the freest woman on the face of the fucking planet. I know a lot of y'all going missing. I know it seems like don't nobody care about you and shit, but you do a lot of shit to put yourself in these fucked up ass situations a lot of the time, and people don't like to talk about it. I keep telling y'all the two easiest things to do when shit go wrong in the black community is find the nearest black man to blame and the idea of white supremacy. Let me slide over here to the comments. Let me see. Let me keep up. Yeah, when I was talking about, you know, slavery went everywhere. In the Glow says slavery didn't even get abolished in Brazil until 1888. Big facts. We are everywhere, brothers. Start exercising your options. Just like Eboni K said, they're going to start exercising their options to not even choose your black ass. Fuck how good you are. Let me go get this white man's sperm. Take Heat says she loved the content. I appreciate you, sis. Thank you. Thank you. Infamous Eli says, wow, I didn't know that, Kofa. Salute. Mark says, Umar got pussy beat down. He just gonna be on Umar ass. Again, salute to you, Culture Invasion Podcast. Thank you for being in here. Thank everybody for being in here. Y'all make sure y'all suplex that like button if you haven't already. Auntie Sean says, black folks catching it no matter where they are. We don't have a monopoly on atrocities bestowed upon all of us. Big facts, Auntie.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Perfect example, Mo. I meant to get to this comment. What happened with that Shinquilla Robinson stuff? I don't think Mexico said they weren't going to file any charges. And because Mexico wasn't going to file any charges, I don't think the U.S. was going to file any charges. I think the sister died for no reason. She was murdered for no reason. Again, girls trip with some LGBT silent P community men. Because you're not going to tell me that none of those dudes were those chicks' boyfriends and they was down there on a girls trip. Those were some gay men down there. So sisterhood and the LGBT, there y'all go again. Because guess what? Black women were the biggest supporters of that shit. Now it's coming full circle. And a lot of this shit is biting you in the ass. Y'all keep talking about Kevin Samuels saying winter is coming. No, Shawty, winter is here.
Sub-Zero wins. Flawless victory. Fatality.
Y'all keep on fucking around, sis. You gonna find out. Keo says loud and obnoxious. Big facts. Look, he says rodent. Yep, that was from another sister. I didn't say it. Keo says loud and obnoxious. Well, that didn't go too well in Dubai. The patriarchal system works very well there. Look, and I'm gonna tell y'all like this from a military aspect. Think about how many suicide bombers there's been in the Middle East. You wonder why there's a law for no screaming? Because what's the last thing a lot of those bombers scream? Allahu Akbar. Boom. So as not to cause panic, hey, there's a law for no screaming in public. Her ass obviously violated that. Let's keep on going. Indigo says, reminds me of my ex-wife a little bit, just a little bit. Go easy on me. I didn't know the extent of her behavior until after I do.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
It's so many of us to find that out. G.R.O.W.T.H says she let her talk to and hit her husband and didn't get off on her for it. What the fuck kind of friend is that? Well, he pretty much again, some more of the comments I read, G.R.O.W.T.H, they were saying he basically kept everybody calm, was like, let her go, let her go, let her go. I just want to get her up out of here. I don't want nobody else fighting and anybody else to go to jail. So he had to calm his wife down. Then on top of that, Tierra Allen apparently had a boyfriend there and she started turning up on him too. So everybody kept him calm as well. So again, it's not the first time she's done it down there in Puerto Rico. That's just a video that the sister put out and caught, I guess. But she said it's happened before too. Blood Crow says she acted like, hold on, let me slide this over a little bit. She acted like that because she never got hands put on her. She found out that shit don't fly in the Middle East. She got what she deserved. The only place that she can act like that is in the United States. Big fact.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Gail says, I gave the side eye when I heard an undisclosed amount of money when her mama was telling the news about what happened at the rental company. And Jason Whitlock had a good interview. He had an interview with a lady who said basically her and her husband fell on hard times here in the States. They had an opportunity over in Dubai. They went over to Dubai. They've been over there for like 20-something years, started a business. She ain't never had those type of problems because she's never been that type of chick, basically. So, and she was saying, you know, when you come there, she's like, even when I was going to leave the first time, she's like, I did have to go through a lot. I had to go through a whole checklist of stuff to make sure I could get out of the country, because one of their rules over there is you can't leave their country without owing anybody in the country a debt. So when she crashed that person's car, so when they rented the car, you have to leave your license or your passport or whatever back. So they left it back there. Then they left some stuff in the car. So when they towed the car, they kept all her shit. It was like, when you pay this balance on the damages, then you can get your stuff back. She didn't want to pay the damages, or again, rich auntie, sister doing it for themselves, strong and independent. Her ass ain't have it like that.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Then she started turning up with the guy. They say the guys talked to her like that first or whatnot, but she's on camera talking crazy to him. He at home. What the fuck you think they're gonna do with you? Even if he did break the law, they gonna hit his ass with a fine that he probably can pay. They gonna hit him with a fine. They locking your black ass up, just like your ass fucked around. And
as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're gonna find out.
Mo says, why are they hanging out with her? I know so many women from the military that hang out with each other and can't stand each other. If I was a messy ass, petty ass dude, I would be spilling tea, as y'all say, left and right. I don't know why, and that's might be why y'all here with me and YouTube. I'm an easy brother to talk to. I don't know why or how that is, but I have a tendency to keep a lot of people's secrets. It's so many women that fuck with each other that don't like each other for real. And y'all be blaming men for this shit. Malika says this foolishness and ignorance doesn't make any sense. Tierra is a sorry excuse for a black woman. Karma is truly a bitch. She deserves to be in jail.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Salute to Gail at Night for dropping the Cash App and PayPal again. G.R.O.W.T.H says they're friends because they don't think it'll turn on them, and that's why. And then they start finding out the hard way. Was that a big bandage on her booty? They were out in PR. Something was going on. I don't know what the hell. She might have got some injections while she was down there. Definitely not a full-on BBL. G.R.O.W.T.H says, stop taking y'all happy asses to places outside the states, thinking you can act like how you want and nobody gonna do anything about it. And this is the other thing I was saying on Broken Traditions show last night. If Dubai is this bad, because they're getting ready to try to paint it like that, if Dubai is this bad, why do black women have that on your bucket list? Stop taking your black ass over there if Dubai is this fucked up and archaic and patriarchal and all that shit. All the freedoms you enjoy here, and you bitch, moan, cry, complain over here, then take your ass over there where the country with stricter laws for women. You're not finna walk around with your ass out and different shit like that. It's not gonna happen. If anybody's old enough in here to remember when they did that spinoff of The Real World on MTV, and they did road rules, and they put everybody in this big ass camper, and they just drove across the country. One of the road rules seasons, they went over to the Middle East, and it was this little Asian American girl, and she wasn't hearing that shit about her, you know, wearing longer pants and stuff like, it's hot, fuck that, it's hot. So she wore some short shorts over there. Little Asian, slim, stereotypical Asian body, little petite thing, but she had her short shorts on up to her little coochie. When she walked the streets of wherever the fuck they were in the Middle East, them kids were throwing rocks at her ass. Y'all keep fucking around.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Let me keep on going, run through. JC says, this ex dude makes me itch too. I'm not sure you're talking about, JC. I might have missed it. Yeah, he's a community activist. Different things have happened. He's come out and flown out to different places and stuff when things have happened. So he's with the NOI, with the nation as well. Yeah, but that comment was annoying as hell. That brother know better than that shit, for real, for real. But again, he's trying to comfort a mother. So again, I keep telling y'all in the black community, white Jesus, then black mama's right up under that. So he's doing what we do in the community. Mark says the mother knew her daughter is a drunk and deflected that back at that man.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Gail says, tell Pastor Porkchop to go to the UAE and tell them that. To tell them how to run their country and see how it turns out. Big facts.
You go, girl!
Indigo says Quanell X needs to have a seat on this one. Big time, brother. He's done some good work, but again, he's helping another black woman, and now he's out here and he's in the public eye, and the horse out the barn. The toothpaste out the tube. OGB says, I wonder if she's converting religion. She better figure something out. Gail says you can smoke most, if not all places, but you better not drop that cigarette butt on the ground.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Take Heat says, learn about what you can do before you travel, point blank.
You go, girl!
And let me say this about traveling to my passport brothers. A lot of y'all be moving flaw like that too. Y'all be so giddy over there to get with the chicks or go just see another country and leave and all that shit. And some of y'all start acting like little ass boys like you can't fucking read. Research, my nigga. Research. It's not hard. Again, I keep saying, you got a fucking computer in your pocket. You got a computer in your pocket. Y'all see that man, Kobe. Y'all see the boy. Y'all see him. Anyway, you got a computer in your pocket, man. So learn something, do something before you go across that water tripping. Mark says, get the laws of customs long before you go and confirm anyway there. Black Trucker Mafia in the building. The brother says Quanell X needs his ass whooped. As a Muslim man, he knows damn well that this sister was out of line according to their laws. How can you say that she didn't commit a crime based on your opinion?
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Mike has bad knees, says Dubai goes hard. They got a woman, shut your damn mouth law. Mark says that's payback for the husband drink shit. Big facts. Let me see. Broker just said it was Mexico. It might have been Mexico. I'm not sure. It was somewhere hot with some other people of melanated hue. Mo says yes, smooth jazz. I'm probably gonna be listening to that in a second because we're getting ready to wrap up. Take Heed says only in America black women can do foolery and nothing happens. They learning, they slowly learning. And this is another reason why they shitting on passport bros. What a lot of black women are trying to do, Take Heed and everybody in the chat, they're trying to shame black men in the stand because they realizing you done talk that shit too much that, hey nigga, I don't need you, I don't want you, don't nobody want your ass, no way, go ahead. You know what? I've had black women tell me, you know what? You need to go get you a white girl. And as soon as I As soon as I go put my dick in the white girl, it's gonna be the same group of black women giving me straight up hell. Cause guess what? I'm catching hell for them from them for getting a passport and going to enjoy myself. Cause y'all the same black women that tell us, guess what? We don't want you. We don't need you. Go ahead, get your little passport. And what sisters are starting to realize when black men are leaving, we're also taking that sperm. That's why the sperm bank count is so low with black male sperm. What sisters are also realizing, oh shit, I didn't think he was serious. My backup plan is leaving. I wanted this fuck ass nigga over here because he was fun. I gave him 2 or 3 kids. I thought I was going to get this nice guy to simp for me later on in life and help me raise these kids. But guess what? I done talked too much shit.
But wait, it gets worse.
And now brothers is leaving. Black women keep getting away with this shit. Again, they are the freest women walking the face of the planet since time immemorial. And they finding out the hard way. But I appreciate all you solid sisters. I really do. But again, I gotta go see the world. Malika says this another cautionary tale. Pay attention and listen to your spidey sense and stay far, far away from hyenas like Carlee and especially Tierra. Big facts. Mo says Wi-Fi. I don't know. Was my Wi-Fi glitching? Let me keep going. Mo says Angela Deem stay hollering at Michael on 90 Day.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
I still got to catch up with that, Mo. Mark says hustle from the middle. Facts. If I think I'm almost caught up. Mo says Cornell X talking about his opinion she shouldn't be punished for screaming. What kind of lawyer is that?
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
I want to hear from the lawyer that she has over there. Indigo Flow says that's because we're American. All the entitlement, arrogance, and ignorance that comes with it. Big facts. Culture says the entitlement doesn't allow for criticism. Salty Fighter Biker in this thing. What's going on, brother?
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
Malika says the American black woman don't run anything but their mouths and bowels. Goddamn. Mark says, and the world is tired of all black women suffering this BS. They tired of taking it. You see how Suki went over there cutting a fool in fucking London. Sean says, even when you have a disagreement, it's not about tearing down someone. You act like a thinking adult and talk it out and move on, or misery will be your third partner in your relationship. Big facts, Auntie. Blood Crow says facts about not being able to leave the country without paying your debt. It happened to a co-worker in Qatar.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Yep, the fake sisterhood. Gail dropped the acronym, gentlemen reaching our wealth through healing. Big facts. That's what we're doing over here. Sometimes we got to talk about the sisters to let us know who the fuck to stay away from and how these sisters are actually moving out here, despite what it may look like when it comes across socials and across the TV screen. Gail says I had to wear an abaya in Saudi Arabia, which covers everything from the neck down. As an American citizen, I didn't have to cover my head and face, but I didn't have a problem and enjoyed my stay.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Nothing wrong with that, sis. Kill says facts to the sisterhood is on life support. No resurrection is needed. Mind Games Uncut in the building. What's going on, good brother?
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
Make sure you drop your link in the chat, Mind Games. Y'all brothers and sisters, go follow Mind Games Uncut. This is the brother, for those that don't know, that linked me with Broken Traditions. So he's part of the Growth family as well. I know he is super busy. This brother is cleaning up the neighborhood, the community. He has a youth program. There's so many other things this brother is doing, man. Like shout out to Mind Games Uncut. Like he's actually about it when we shut down YouTube. So salute to him. If y'all don't see him all the time in the chat, just holler at him while he's here. Make sure you do go like and subscribe to his channel. Do that for me tonight. Again, likes and subscriptions are free. If I got to keep earning your subscription, cool. I'm going to keep on cooking, but at least go subscribe to my brother. Let me keep on going. Gail says Saudi Arabia was so nice and pleasant, way better than the U.S. I should post some pics, vids of my stay. I have a pic of the rules posted on the side of the restaurant.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Drop that for me, Gail. Shoot that to me. You can shoot me a text. Let me keep on going. Saudi Fighter Biker says, no matter how they talk, elbow cough. The truth is inevitable. Carlee did her research. She really did. I will give you that. She did her research. Unfortunately, they got that goddamn phone. Quiet Storm says, I still need G.R.O.W.T.H countdown song on Painful Excellence podcast. That joint is fire. Quiet Storm says, they're going to hate you anyway, Kofa. You might as well dip in the milk of magnesia. Y'all fellas, man, I love my sisters. I really do. All shades. And look, I told you I love them pitch black. I like women. I love women across the board. I done played in the snow a couple of times. I ain't never kept nobody. But my sisters, black and the berry, the sweet, like I said it before, when you get out my goddamn car, my oil light better come on. I love me a black woman.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Mo says, is anyone personally mad at you for a passport, or are you talking about YouTube stuff? No, I'm talking about personally. Like, y'all, it's a reason why I come on here and I tell these stories, Mo. Like, a lot of the shit that I'm talking about, it is personal. I know you've asked me that before. Like, Kofa, that sounds personal. A lot of stuff is personal. When I close this laptop, when I put the phone down, the conversations that I have with black women is very fucking interesting. So I know what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about social media stuff. I'm talking about the landscape of our community. Again, as a reformed simp, I've been listening to black women my entire life, like most black men. But again, in romantic relationships, I wasn't not a leader. I was just more willing to compromise than what I realized a lot of women find sexy, I guess. Because, hey, let's find this happy medium. Again, I grew up in a household, like I've said here before, I done seen my daddy stand behind a stove, a 30-year Army active duty veteran with 3 tours in fucking Vietnam. So I know my pops is a fucking killer. You don't survive 3 tours in Vietnam and live to be the age that he's at. He'll be 77 this year. So I know my pops done dropped some bodies. You can't tell me what the fucking alpha is, and I came out of one. But I done seen that man stand up behind a stove when it was necessary. I also seen my mama stand behind a fucking lawnmower when it was necessary. So that's the household I came out of. So I didn't realize at the time, being a young man coming into the world, that everybody wasn't raised on love. They were raised on survival. So after I got that and went through my heartbreaks, my bumps and bruises and, heartaches and shit like that. And again, I was a father at 21. So I had to grow up real goddamn quick. Plus, I wasn't on no bullshit anyway as a young man. I wasn't running the streets. I can't never tell y'all these stories of running the streets and almost doing this and sneaking out of somebody's house. I done dibbled and dabbled here and there. But just these crazy ass stories where this was my normal way of life, I can't share that with you because it would be a lie. It would be disingenuous. I'd be straight up lying to you. That's not who Kofa is. I've always walked the straight and narrow. I've always just simply wanted to win. My grandfather always had a saying, when you would ask him, hey, what's going on, granddaddy? I'm just trying to hold it in the road. As in a car, I'm just trying to stay in my lane. I'm on my path. I'm just on my lane. I'm just cruising right now. Slow and steady, always win the race. I live by that. I'm just holding it in the road. Take Heed says, amen, preach, sir. I appreciate you. So I hope I answered your question, Mo. Quanell X can't be a true Muslim, saying that foolish nonsense. He knows the principles of Islam. Funny she goes somewhere that what she does is illegal. Make it make sense. Big facts, auntie. She know better because she had already been over there. That Dr. Umar video had a graphic that said Nigerian wife / Wifi wife. Oh, that might have been Igbo or something, I guess. And I need to re-look at my damn African ancestry and see what I need to be learning. Gail says black women are the freest but claim to be the most hated and least protected. They really mean that they are the least protected from the consequences of their stupid behavior.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Let me keep on going. Almost caught up. Quiet Storm says growth. Gale reigns over weaves. That's helmets. Lord have mercy. Y'all fighting for what's the name? Supremacy. Y'all fighting for moderator supremacy. Again, Quiet Storm, I did try to make you a moderator. You saw it the other night, but I tried again, bro. I don't know what's going on. YouTube don't want you to be great over here in the Growth family, but I'm still with you, brother. Salute. Mo says, I would love to wear that. I don't know what came up. Wear that Gale cover and cover my face too and hide from folks. Let me keep going. Yeah, salute, Mind Games. No problem. Yep, y'all hit that like and subscribe. We almost done. Mind Game says you won't find a sister pushing no lawnmower these days. Big fat.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Auntie Sean says I was grocery shopping during this live, and I'm glad to hear this live stream because Kofa is straight fire. I appreciate you, Auntie. I really do. One more video, y'all. This was actually from like a month or so ago, but this is how sad things are now where we are in our community. So I'm going to share this screen. Matter of fact, first I'm going to play this. So let's look at this, and then I'm going to share the screen.
Video the 8 News Now investigators obtained shows 25-year-old Brian Altamirano Solano walking hand-in-hand with Erica Covington and Ariana Taylor, both 20, minutes before the women are accused of killing him. It's 2:35 a.m. on Monday, May 15th. Police say a camera inside a Caesars Palace hallway captures the trio walking to Altamirano Solano's room, prosecutors noting the bag slung over his chest. 14 minutes later, that same camera catches Covington and Taylor running away. Police say one of them has their victim's bag on her as she drops her phone. Detectives getting more surveillance video, this one from a different strip property. They say one of the women is wearing the bag as she charges her phone.
Oh, I'm gonna screenshot these.
Prosecutors say Covington and Taylor are the duo in these Instagram videos shown to a grand jury, where they're wearing the same or similar outfits as the morning of the murder. More photos show the hotel room door, where police say just 15 minutes transpired before the women allegedly shot and killed Altamirano Solano. Inside, officers say they found a cartridge casing matching Taylor's gun. Altamirano Solano had stayed in the room with a different woman who told investigators he didn't speak.
I think they were about to say that he didn't speak English. I think the guy was Latino, Hispanic Latino. Again, just trying to get some ass. Is what it is. Let's be real. He walking up there with two ladies. He met them in Vegas. It's about to go down. Is what it is. But people will shame men for trying to, ease up in it. But at the same time, support a Sukiana for talking about getting her pussy stretched or scratched, whichever one she said, because it's her, her body, her choice, and all that shit. But if you adult and you meet another adult woman, and this is why I caution brothers, even when brothers be going overseas all the time, I be telling cats, man, y'all be talking about y'all be wanting to have these threesomes and shit like that and do all this other shit. Bruh, deal with a woman you can deal with. Be smart. But again, bruh didn't speak that much English. He thought he had made a come up. He was probably down there gambling, had a little money. He been working hard, wanted to have a good time. And they shot this man within 15 minutes of getting in the room. So they already had this shit planned. Well, some people be like, oh, he deserved it. That's what y'all niggas get. Y'all thirsty ass niggas, this, that, and the third. And it's fucked up. This is why I be getting so pissed off, y'all. Because any man's life, but especially a brown, in particular a black man's life, when brothers get set up like this, because ain't shit happened to Cardi B. Well, excuse me, Rapey B. Because we still cool with her talking about she set men up to get robbed and got them drunk and high and had them sleeping with trannies and shit like that. And ain't nobody bat a goddamn eye. Let me get this, and then I'm gonna share this screen. Then we're gonna get up out of here, y'all. This is a news article. So this, like I said, was about a month ago. Let me move me out the way. You see that? Police say 2 women accused after man found dead in Las Vegas Strip hotel. These are their mugshots.
Yeah. You can't make this shit up, people. You cannot make this shit up.
These are their mugshots. Smiling. Go ahead and play this video real quick, and then we're going to slide. If it'll play.
Meantime, here at home, Metro Police arrested these two women they say killed a man at a hotel near the Las Vegas Strip. Metro officers say they found the man Monday suffering from a gunshot wound. Authorities say that he apparently went into his room at the hotel with these two women, and then they left a few minutes later with the victim's belongings. Both of the women were located by the Criminal Apprehension Team, a task force led by the FBI. Both now face open murder and robbery charges.
Smiling. Yeah, this was back in May. So this wasn't the foolery of the week, but I did come across it this week while doing research for this live tonight, man. I honestly hate reporting on stuff like this, man. I really do. But it happens. And again, like I keep telling the sister, stop giving me ammo. Y'all don't like the way I talk. Y'all don't like the stuff I like to talk about, or the stuff that I'm good at talking about. And I don't necessarily like it, because unfortunately, this is our community. I think me and Broker Tradition were talking about when he was saying he was changing up the branding for his content. He was going to niche it down to the culture. And I was like, bruh, go ahead. Because this is the culture. We could say, oh, this ain't our people. You know, get all wokety woke. And
Black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all.
We can do all that, right? But when it boils down to it, this is what we're looking at. They're smiling in their mugshots. This chick done had the nation on fire looking for her. Now, this is Kofa's estimate. It's going to be about another 2 to 5 years before anybody takes a black woman serious about being abducted, or a black family about their loved one being abducted because of this bitch right here. It's going to be another 2 to 5 years. Because what the sisters were saying was they don't get no coverage. I'll give you that, sis. As much as y'all cut a fool, when something does happen, there isn't a lot of coverage. And for her to somehow catch fire in the time that catches fire and everybody's paying attention, it's a lie.
But, you know, I could be all wrong. Maybe I'm just full of shit. Maybe I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
This is where we at, y'all. Brothers, be aware of the women you're dealing with. Start vetting them. Do legit background tests. Background checks. Please. Protect yourself, man. It ain't about being no simp, about being afraid of no woman, no sucker, none of that shit. Protect yourself, dog. Do it for you. Do it for your loved ones. Especially if you already got kids. I could go on and on. Y'all know we could. Let me get to y'all comments, then we're going to dip. Auntie Sean says, you know I got some chicken, legs and thighs, dark meat. Salute for that. They both smiling in their mugshots like nothing happened. Just straight up off the man. Sean says, doing this shit like it's a movie. Sick to infinity. Big facts. Auntie Sean also says, I have another live stream to go to, but y'all keep rocking. Much love to Kofa and family. Yeah, we getting ready to get up out of here, Auntie. I gotta wind down. Y'all, this really does take a lot out of me. Any content creator. So we do a lot of winding down after our lives, even no matter how late it is. You gotta shut your brain off. So I'm finna go out here in the garage, play some chess, probably reheat my tea, and just relax. I don't even think I'm not even gonna smoke a cigar. Matter of fact, shit, I don't even think I got a cigar to smoke. I think I ran out. So I gotta order some more. So I ain't even got shit to smoke. So I haven't had no coffee or soda today. For those that missed my live earlier, I was talking about the sweet tooth I have and just getting better and stuff like that. But I'm not going to rehash that. Go back and look at that video from this morning. It's like 30 minutes long. I was just pouring it to the brothers. The early bird get the worm. You need to get the bird because you're earlier. So you got to have to take that extra step. Big Smooth says ziggity zap and got zapped, dog. Mo says, smiling because they got attention. Big facts. And it's so sad, and this man is gone. But we're going to go ahead and wrap up. Again, I'm your host, Kofa, K-O-F-A. Not coffee, not kufu, not kofi, or any variation thereof. Kofa rhymes with sofa. Easy to say, easy to spell. This has been G.R.O.W.T.H Podcast. Growth stands for gentlemen reaching our wealth through healing, where we help men find a positive fuck it. I appreciate everybody being in here tonight. We covered the Eboni K foolishness. We covered the Carlee Russell foolishness. We covered the Tierra Allen foolishness over in Dubai. Sisters got a hold of L. Covered a little bit about Sukiyana and supposedly meeting with Dr. Umar. I'm not even going to get bogged down on that. I'm going to put out a poll tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. Yeah, I'm going to put out a poll and see if y'all want me to go live Saturday or Sunday. We're going to sit on here and have a good time. I'm just going to play my music, my old mixtape, that's still jamming. Because I listened to it today. I was like, damn, I really should have pushed this shit, but I didn't. But I just want to get y'all opinion, man. So we're going to have a little fun over the weekend. So I will go live again. But for those that are new in here, make sure y'all smash the subscribe and like button before you roll out. I go live every Tuesday and Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am in the lovely city of Atlanta, Georgia. Once again, I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Look out for the poll tomorrow, and I'll govern it accordingly after that. As always, brothers, you matter. You're not crazy. Make better choices. Peace.